Hey kids, it's Brother Wheeze from The Wheeze Show, and you're listening to The Hoppe Show.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. What? Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start.
Okay, well hit it.
All right.
Now, something completely different.
Smoke medical weed every day.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Ryan Hoppe and that's it. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe.
Where we at?
Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source or trending topic. We the hottest, search about us. Competition microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying. H-O-P-P-E. 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 You already know Hoppe Hour in your system.
This is Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, hanging out with you and you. And don't think I forgot about you for the next hour. 856-49-HOPPE. Actually, this is going to be a longer show. The one I recorded on Monday, November 11th, almost said October 11th. November 11th, it was a 75-minute show, and I had 3 songs. So it was about 55 minutes of content, minus the commercials. Today, it's going to be a longer one. We have a lot to get into.
It's time for Hoppe's Inbox, only on Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
First of all, thanks to all the listeners that followed me on TikTok at Ryan Hoppe Radio. I had an account before with about 2,000 followers, and I just deleted it in May, and now I'm back with a new account with the same name, and the views are exploding on there. It's way more than this amount. 70 downloads times 1,000. 70 downloads. We're doing very well on Snapchat and on Instagram and on TikTok, so I appreciate it. And I got a comment here on YouTube. I find this very interesting. Also feel like I'm getting a little ripped off. So I did a video about Amendment 3 not getting passed for recreational weed in Florida. And I said in the video that I was mad that it didn't get passed and that every year you have to spend $100 to renew your medical license, and that it's $150 to $175 to renew your prescription every 7 months. And I'm not sure what this comment means, but they say a medical card is only $100 to renew. I did say it was only $100 to renew. The priciness is when it comes to the prescription being $150 to $175 every 7 months. People just don't want to listen sometimes. People want to hear what they want to hear. Also here, this is about Kayla Nicole. It says here, Travis Kelce was fortunate enough to get away from another gold digger. And Kayla, that's all you are. Can you imagine that your whole existence on this planet is about being a gold digger? That can't be the best feeling ever. Next comment here. Who are you and who do you think you are? And I said, I'm Ryan Hoppe. Check out my podcast. And someone commented on my interview with radio legend Kevin Matthews and says, I miss Kevin Matthews. That is a Chicago reference, if there's ever been one. Now, Before we get on to other topics, I want to have a serious discussion. I love watching the NBA. Everybody knows that, blah, blah, blah. And one of my favorite players in the 2010s was Damian Lillard. He now plays for the Milwaukee Bucks, and they're not doing the best. But he had a great run on the Portland Trail Blazers, and he had a lot of game winners. And there was an announcer named Brian Wheeler who passed away.
Longtime Blazers radio announcer Brian Wheeler dies. Longtime Portland Trail Blazers radio announcer Brian Wheeler has died, the team confirmed during Friday night's broadcast of their game against the Minnesota Timberwolves. He was 62. Wheeler served as the radio play-by-play man for the Blazers from 1998 to 2019, when he stepped away due to health issues. He succeeded Bill Schonely, the team's original announcer from their inaugural season in 1970. The Southern California native attended Loyola University of Chicago, and also spent time with the Chicago Bulls, Seattle Supersonics, and Sacramento Kings prior to his tenure in Portland. Wheeler was known for his enthusiasm and trademark catchphrases. A cause of death was not made immediately.
So they are not saying how he died, but he had a long-term illness. Now, if you want to hear some of the greatest announcing of all time, it was Game 5 of the Oklahoma City Thunder back when they had Paul George and Chris Paul versus Damian Lillard in 2019. And Damian Lillard hits this long three-pointer to end the series and send the Thunder home. And this I had saved on my SoundCloud account because it's such a legendary broadcast. And I want to show my audience and help remember Brian Wheeler.
Now, as Aminu backs up, put it on the deck, runs into Chief, put the shot up, and missed it! Rebound Aminu! Lillard has it. No timeout. Game into the front court, 10 seconds. Lillard now out front against George. 5 seconds. George backing up. Lillard doesn't want to pick. Dame going for the win. A three-pointer for the game. Yeah!
You hear that excitement in Portland? I mean, listen to that.
Three-pointer for the game. Yeah! Doesn't want to pick. Dame going for the win.
One more time.
A three-pointer for the game. Yeah!
Rest in peace to the legend known as Brian Wheeler. I saw that in the radio trade, and it made me very sad. Also in Hoppe's inbox, I got an email from our listener, Ron, in Germany. He says, Wander Franco's latest troubles. Former Rays shortstop Wander Franco is in more trouble with his native Dominican Republic, already awaiting trial for counts of sexual abuse, sexual exploitation against a minor, and human trafficking. Franco was arrested for an altercation with another woman, which led to each pulling a firearm on the other. No shots were fired. Franco and the woman are being held. Franco is allowed to carry a registered firearm as part of his bail agreement. Maybe he shouldn't. Wander Franco, who is only 23, is currently on MLB's restricted list because of the filed sexual abuse and trafficking charges. He allegedly paid a woman multiple times to have sex with her 14-year-old daughter. The age of consent in the Dominican Republic is 18. He has not played since being scratched from the lineup against the Guardians on August 3rd, 2023. Ron goes on to say, it doesn't seem like he's gotten any wiser. Trouble follows certain people, but it's usually invited. Yeah, Wander Franco was a great player for the Tampa Bay Rays. He was one of those guys that wasn't amazing, but was good at everything he did. And he was trying to hook up with a 14-year-old, and I guess he was probably paying the mom of the 14-year-old, probably because she saw it as like a cash cow. And I got into a little bit of trouble when I said this. So I'm going to just say it again. I don't really care. He was an all-star in 2023, so he was great that year. The sports media in Tampa Bay did not cover that whatsoever. If that was Philadelphia, if that was Chicago, New York, LA, maybe Seattle, Milwaukee, Detroit, St. Louis, Miami, Dallas for sure, San Diego maybe, maybe not, San Francisco. That would have been covered all over the place. I had forgotten about that case because the problem is Tampa Bay is a very small town. That's where I live. The show's nationally syndicated. You listen around the world, but Tampa Bay is very small. I had a friend that used to say, the Bay is too damn small. It's a real thing. The problem was, on sports radio in Tampa, you're not really allowed to talk bad about the other teams. And I called that out because I used to work in sports radio, and I said that they were lying about some other things the local media was. And I called out the whole media. But the radio job I was at 2 years ago got really mad at me last year and texted me, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. So when I see that, I'm always like, do I even want to talk about Wander Franco being a pedophile? Because then I just end up pissing off people that live down the block from me. You know what I'm saying? It's so weird because I come from that Chicago mind where like you're outspoken about anything. And down here in Tampa, everyone's like, let's just sweep that under the rug because we don't want to lose the connection to the Tampa Bay Rays. And that is utterly all I will say. So I had this funny moment. I've been recognized twice in the last 3 days. If I'm out and about and I'm around guys that are 25 to 54 and there's 10 guys in the room and they all listen to the radio, one of them's going to know who I am from my radio past. Because the radio show I worked on had 1 in 10 cars that were men listening to them. And it might even be a bigger number than that. But at the time, it was 1 in 10. It's a 10 share is what they call it in radio. So I was at Tyrone Mall in St. Petersburg, and I was walking, and I was in a really good mood, and I had my earbuds in. I was listening to music, and this really nice guy goes, hey, Hoppe, how's it going? And I'm feeling all jolly about myself. Then I was really pissed off because the Starbucks at Tyrone Mall closed, so I was like, damn it, at least I got recognized. I didn't get my coffee. So that was cool. And then last night, I'm really high. I'm really, as they call it, muddy, which means you're spaced out. It's not drunk, but it's what happens when you drink kava. So I'm really muddy and I'm really high, and it's like 7 o'clock, and I live in this like apartment complex where there's like 6, 7 different buildings, and one of them is my balcony overlooks a pool. It's really baller. It's like what I would have dreamed of as a kid. I absolutely love my apartment. So I'm walking to the first floor and leaving the like front entrance. It's an outdoor apartment, but I'm leaving like the front entrance of like where all the apartments are to go to the parking lot, to go to the pool. And I'm like listening to an audiobook. It was The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, which whenever I need motivation and energy, because of my bipolar and my moods, I always read that and it pumps me up. It pretty much says you got to do the same thing every day and you'll see results, and that you can't just pay $9.99 a month for success. The Compound Effect, I'm not really big into motivational speakers, but The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy is the best book ever. So I'm walking to the pool to get a workout in at 7 because I've gained weight recently. And I'm trying ever since the second hurricane, Hurricane Milton, and I'm getting back into it. I'm starting to see my face looks less chubby. You know when you don't work out for like 3 weeks and your face gets all chubby? Yeah, that was me. So I'm walking to the pool and there's this guy. He's getting out of his truck. He looks like he'd be a listener of the talk show I worked on. And I didn't really hear him because I don't really talk to people in public, and I kind of just look at the ground sheepishly. Like you would think I'm just this obnoxious radio DJ in public. I used to be when I was drunk, but now I'm very stoic and quiet. I keep to myself. So I'm walking and I'm listening to the audiobook, and I see the guy say something, but I thought maybe he was on like his Bluetooth headphones, like talking to somebody. And I hear something about bone because I worked at a radio station called 102.5 The Bone. And I thought I heard it, but I didn't hear it correctly. So I keep walking, and he looks at me, like waiting for me to respond. And I'm like, hey, man. I go about it, and I'm like, did he say something about 102.5 The Bone? I'm not sure. So I swim for 10 minutes. I get my 20 laps in. I'm feeling all pumped up. And I leave the pool, and the pool is right by where he parked. And he goes, hey, man, are you Ryan Hoppe from when you worked at 102.5 The Bone? I'm like, yeah, that was me. I didn't know that was what you said earlier. And I just felt like, not that it was an awkward experience, but it was like, man, I think I have tinnitus in my left ear where I don't hear the best because of working in radio. So I didn't hear him, but I caught up and I was able to promote Hoppe Hour and all that. But it was just very funny because whenever I'm out and about, if I ever go to downtown St. Pete or downtown Tampa and I'm all not dressed up, I got the cologne on, I got the deodorant on, which I put on every day. But I'm saying, like when you look really good and your jeans look good and you got your shirt and you're going out to go to the bars or whatever, where you're feeling good about yourself, that's never when I get recognized. I never get recognized whenever I'm looking good. It's always when I don't expect it, when I have maybe a little bit of a frown on my face. Like there was one time I was wearing pajamas and a white t-shirt with a stain on it, and I was 23 and I was going to Wawa at 3 a.m. to get coffee, which is a very nice version of 7-Eleven here in Florida. It's out of Philadelphia. And some guy recognized me and talked to me for 20 minutes and I looked like crap. So I always say, whenever I get recognized, it's never when I want to. But I do appreciate the people that say hi to me, if that makes sense.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
That female productions, TF.
Marcy, say it. Yeah. I'm here. Kings County, say it. Brooklyn. Yeah. This here's the coldest winter, whether June or December. Hearts are frozen over, and despair's the agenda. The children sleeping in their dreams, they weep for direction. Parents reminiscing when they peaked at perfection. This is a sad session, worse than the Great Depression. When it's less, that's when motherfuckers learn they lesson. When it's beef, that's when cowards be ducking and stressing. Bulletproof vesting in the closet, claustrophobic and locking. People trying to see a better way, not a life scheme, turn into a pipe dream and get away. Niggas looking for a change, not a pocket full of change. Much more than a chain and a range. Chessboard turned checkerboard, it's the metaphor for the world and the whole rap game. Always gotta handle self properly, feed the baby so I'm making moves constantly. When it's blood in the street by property, ain't no motherfucker out there stopping me. Gotta heat it that'll lay a nigga sloppily, like a slug going on a gun shopping spree. Father, the Lord of the Rings, the fellowship was broken at the fall of two towers. It's the return of the king. I said the king, you heard me right, return of the king. Drop a jewel, you wear inside, spiritual bling. Father, the Lord of the Rings, the fellowship was broken at the fall of two towers. It's the return of the king. In the beginning was the word was with God, and the word was God. Like in the beginning I am the originator, enigma, imitated the king of the quick. See me, you sick? I am. Damn, my prestige from ancient is royal. Abraham rendered to me a tenth of the spoils. The ancient of days say the scared, the hope me gone. Be 1,000 times more powerful like Obi-Wan. The game lame like the Lakers if Kobe gone. Billions were made in my name, they owe me one. You say it ain't me, you don't really know me, son. Been dragged through the mud, come up spotless and glowy, son. You can never get away from the sensei. You can better technique never seen yet. The greatest and still ain't who I'm destined to be yet. Bitches won't bring you high enough to see me yet. My style's hostile, your style's my style. Come on, back a nigga down, smack a nigga down. Fuck the Lord of the Rings, the fellowship was broken at the fall of two towers. It's the return of the king. I said the king, you heard me right, return of the king. Drop a jewel, you wear inside, spiritual bling. Father, the Lord of the Rings, the fellowship was broken at the fall of two towers. It's the return of the king. I said the king, you heard me right, return of the king. Drop a jewel, you wear inside, spiritual bling. Father, the Lord of the Rings, the fellowship was broken at the fall of two towers. It's the return of the king. I'm here. From Marcy, born and bred and bled. Street cred, I'ma do it to dead, nigga. I'm here. Got love for bound, roll with a circle that squares can't get around, nigga. I said the king, you heard me right, return of the king.
Got it.
The jewel you wear inside, spiritual blame.
Makes sense.
The Lord of the Rings, the fellowship was broken.
Yeah.
The two towers is the return of the king. I said the king, you heard me right. Return of the king. Drop a jewel, you wear inside. Spiritual plane. Father, the Lord of the Rings, the fellowship was broken at the fall of two towers.
It's Jay-Zo, not Jay-Z. It's his mentor. Wait, Return of the King.
Return of the king.
When you say Return of the King, you imply that you went somewhere. 70 downloads. 70 downloads.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by the best Delta 8 CBD honey around. DZBZ Honey at dzbzhoney.com. It comes in the form of a lollipop. I got to do this. Lick the lollipop, the rapper. Comes in a honey stick or a jar of honey. However the hell you want to get hung. Go to dzbzhoney.com and tell them I sent you. All right. So on this show, I play music and I also talk. And sometimes my older audience doesn't want to hear music. Well, guess what, guys? I appreciate you listening, and we're going to have a long segment next. Real long.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, it's MJ from the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM Tampa Bay, and you're listening to the Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Ryan Hoppe's on the mic, and he's not holding back. This is Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Let's hear a great song.
Ryan's tall like the sky, 6'9" he's fly. From Chicago to the Bay, in St. Pete he'll stay. Talk of love and fame,
Blake
Shelton likes his game. News all stars he spills, with laughter fills. Happy Hour, all you need.
Oh, yeah.
Rich and Ely, take a seat.
Yeah, bitch.
Ryan's got the groove. Happy Hour makes you move.
Oh, what's going on?
A cat by his side.
Oh, yeah. Luna, what do you think about Britney Spears not having to pay child support anymore? That is true. Yeah, that's my cat. Shut up. Shut up. 70 downloads.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Let's see what the hell's going on with Britney Spears.
I love being a mom.
Britney Spears reunites with her son, Jaden James, which E.T. has learned has made the pop star very happy.
Whoa, you're like saying that when you reunite with your family that's a good thing? Whoa, breaking news.
Jaden has been staying in Los Angeles for a few months now.
This is the attorney for K-Fed.
And
who's probably freaking out that he's not going to have the client get money anymore.
I'm not sure how it came about, but Jaden was cautiously optimistic that things would be less chaotic than they.
What a douchebag. Like, that's his mom.
Had been before.
A lawyer being a douchebag? Whoa.
But Jaden was cautiously optimistic that things would be less chaotic than they had been before.
Brittany shares 17-year-old Jaden and 18-year-old son Sean Preston with her ex, Kevin Federline.
I feel so old looking at the kids because they look so grown up.
Kevin's attorney, Mark Vincent Kaplan, tells ET the boys have dad's full support.
Whoa, that's good. You're saying that the father is supporting them, talking to the person that brought them into this world? This is nonsense.
Jaden is an adult. Jaden is going to make his own decisions.
I see this comment here. This might be unfortunate. They want some of mom's money.
But he's always supported both of his sons having a relationship with their mother. And he's happy if it really is something that will be in a positive direction.
I don't like that. They're grown up. They're not underage. They're 17 and 18. But I'm saying, like, that's none of your business, bud. That is just your typical boomer lawyer.
They're really confused with Mommy the Star and Mommy.
Yeah, it's got to be weird having her as a mom.
I think Jaden's only met with her a couple of times. I don't know whether that qualifies as what is being called a reconciliation, but it's certainly a step in the right direction.
A step in the right direction after Kevin and the kids moved to Hawaii full-time last year.
Yeah, they wanted to get out of America, essentially. Like, you're in America, but you're not having to deal with the paparazzi.
They're very happy there. They're happy with the life that they have there.
In May, a source told ET, Brittany's also had reconciliation top of mind.
Yeah, it's sad that it took them to be 18.
Saying she wants to reestablish a relationship with her family, including her kids. She would love to heal things and get to a place where things can be healthy and consistent.
It really is sad. Like, not all of the things that happen to Brittany are because she's a victim. She did it to herself a lot. But it's really sad to think that, like, she pretty much wasn't around for the kids.
A reconciliation is a very qualitative word. It means different things in different contexts.
Ugh, you're an asswipe.
I don't think you can call two meetings with a parent from whom you've been estranged
fuck off.
For several years to be a reconciliation.
Yeah, you can. They hung out. It wasn't like it was a Zoom call. This guy doesn't want them to get along because then there's no more money coming from Brittany. He's a scumbag.
It's possible, but I certainly have no information.
Okay, cool. You shouldn't have the information. It was a mother talking to the son, and you're not even her lawyer. So why would you get the info? And then there was reports that K-Fed was kind of mad that he didn't get the report that Jaden was talking to his mom. It's like, that's their mom. This lawyer's up. If he as a father would be a horrible dad.
Was nothing more than at least an initial sticking of the toe in the water to see how things might develop in the future.
All right, I've heard enough of this asswipe. Pissing me off. It's like, just say that you don't want them to get along. It's fine. You can be a scumbag lawyer. You've already said enough, so you might as well just keep being honest. Oh, wait, that's right. You are not honest.
Blake Shelton makes his return to reality TV. Just 6 months after departing The Voice, the country singer reveals he's debuting his very own singing competition show.
This will either go amazing or fail.
According to a press release, Blake is teaming with Yellowstone creator Taylor Sheridan on the new CBS series.
He's got to be careful because that guy backstabbed Kevin Costner. So hopefully he doesn't backstab you.
Titled The Road, set to debut next year. The network says the new docuseries will trail an established superstar on their journey to discover the next big artist. Singers will join the headliner on tour, performing as opening acts in venues across the country. They will compete to win over local fan bases to secure a spot in the next city and remain on the tour.
A local fan base is one of the most important things. Everybody talks about being worldwide. Sometimes being a big fish in a small pond is how you begin.
Blake says of the new project, I'm a big fan of Taylor's incredible work, and I'm excited to team with him and my longtime collaborator, Lee, on the road.
When he said Taylor, I thought he was talking about Swift. I'm like, oh my God, more ass kissing?
Adding, I know a thing or two about singing competitions and what it's like to chase a music dream and live life on tour. I'm looking forward to discovering new talent and giving them this platform.
Blake Shelton seems like a good enough dude, you know what I mean?
Of course, this marks Blake's big return to reality TV after 23 seasons on The Voice.
I love when they say that. It's like 2 seasons a year. So it wasn't like since it was 2001. It's like probably 12 years.
He departed back in May, opening up on the Today Show back in February about his decision to walk away, calling the show life-changing.
All right.
Well, I mean, I met my wife on this show. It's
my wife.
Changed my life in
my life
every way it possibly can. It changed the path of my career. But when I came on as coach on this show, I mean, everything in my life turned upside down. And
all right. That's good. That's good to hear. We all root for Blake Shelton. We don't root for this person. I gotta skip over because I can't be right.
Liam Payne was one of the kindest people that I knew.
It's about Liam Payne's drug dealer.
He brought so much joy to every room he walked into, and he left such a mark on this world. Me and you.
Rita was in tears, her voice cracked as she paid tribute to Liam at the MTV Europe Music Awards. The singer collabed with the pop star on 2018's For You.
Remember our friend, Liam.
Meanwhile, we're learning new details about Liam's final days.
Esa noche normal.
This Argentinian waiter, who is accused by police of being Liam's drug dealer, is breaking his silence after cops interrogated him.
Oh my God, can you imagine when Liam Payne dies? Like, I know sympathy for him, but can you imagine you're like, uh-oh, I'm going to be in a little bit of trouble.
He told local news outlet Telefe Noticias, yes, he did do drugs with Liam, but is vehement that he never supplied the singer with narcotics or took any money.
How are we supposed to believe you? You're a drug dealer.
Here's a timeline. The 24-year-old claims he met up with Liam twice.
En el Jaira que está en Palermo.
The first time was here at the Hyatt Hotel on October 2nd, where he was working. Liam was staying there with his girlfriend, Kate Cassidy. That same evening, Liam sparked a frenzy at his former bandmate Niall Horan's concert. Later that night, the suspect says he drank whiskey with Liam and claims they kept in contact via social media. And that.
All right, I got to be careful how I say this. Growing up as a teenager, recreational marijuana was not legal in Florida or in Illinois yet. So you kind of, strike a friendship with the person that might allegedly give you the flower, but you always remember that they're a drug dealer.
That Liam was using a fake Instagram profile.
You're going home, ha ha.
After Kate left Argentina for Florida, the waiter says he met up with Liam again at the...
That whole way she left, it kind of seems like she was sick of being around him.
Casa Sur Hotel on October 13th, where Liam fell to his death 3 days later. He says he spent the night and, quote, "We took drugs, that's the truth. Something intimate happened there."
Whoa. What?
He added that Liam seemed fine.
What, did he give you a head?
And, quote, "He was really sweet. He was asking if I was okay."
Yeah, you good? You need any more lube? Mm-hmm. I'm just kidding, not really. Applebee's changes its playbook on deals after sales slump a staggering 6%. I always get Applebee's and Chili's mixed up because I heard Chili's has that new $10 deal where their whole thing is like it's the same price as fast food and it's better. So I was like, oh no, but then I realized it was Applebee's. Applebee's has made a major admission. Its famous $1 margarita and 50-cent wings were no longer enough to get customers through the door. Sales for the 3 months to the end of September fell 6% on the same time before. Parent company Dine Brands said last week. It means the chain sales have now fallen for 6 straight quarters, stretching back to early 2023. Bosses admitted that its old playbook of rotating low-cost specials is not working in today's market where diners want value across entire meals, not just select items. And you know that these companies, these CEOs take all this money and then they make the food pricey. It's hilarious. With McDonald's going up and places like Applebee's going up, it makes you just want to go to Aldi's and stock up on food or go to Publix or Winn-Dixie or whatever grocery store is near you. The whole point of going out to eat was that it was a little cheaper than groceries. Now that it's the same price, it's like, screw off. Instead, they said the chain plans to roll out a more consistent value offering. They will introduce its real big meal deal, which will include an entree and drink at an affordable price. That's the problem. It never should have been unaffordable. You are Applebee's. You're not bad. You're edible. You're good. But these prices, they took the inflation era, and I'm hoping the inflation era ends with Trump, but they took the inflation and ran with it and made things expensive. And it was like, if you're the same price as a higher end restaurant, you might as well go to Texas Roadhouse or Longhorn then. The change comes as chains like Chili's, McDonald's, and Popeyes introduce value meals. Well, the whole McDonald's thing, I'm a 1993 born person, so I remember when $10 would fill up me, my dad, and my mom, because we had 3 people in the house. And now that that's just for 2 cheeseburgers, I am protesting against McDonald's. I will only go probably to get if they have an eggnog shake, I will go for an eggnog shake. And then in March, I will go for a Shamrock Shake. The only thing I will get from McDonald's occasionally if I'm up in the morning is the steak, egg, and cheese bagel, because that is as good as sex, and their hash brown. Ugh. But then even the hash brown prices, it's like, I said hash brown. Even the hash brown prices are like $2.50. It's like, who do you think you are? I'm not paying all this money to get a stomach ache and to feel bad about myself right after, even though it's good in the moment. These companies, they think they're irreplaceable. What are you, Kayla Nicole? What are you, Kylie Kelsey?
This war's just beginning.
Whether it's a new season of your favorite show,
I'm the Wolverine.
that blockbuster movie release, or a live sporting event,
The New York Jets run onto the field at MetLife Stadium.
video streaming services have it all these days.
Maybe I'm someone who's ready for new experiences.
But with so many options and soaring price
I don't mind the options because I never had cable growing up. And the other thing is you're paying to get whatever you want at any time. Like I have YouTube TV and it's like there's commercials.
Ready for new experiences.
But with so many options and soaring price tags, more Americans are now pressing pause on their subscriptions.
I don't mind it.
So we're going to watch the shows, but we're going to do it our way that we don't get screwed.
New data over the last year shows that across all premium services, 34% of new users were actually resubscribers who had canceled within the prior 12 months, as first reported by the Wall Street Journal.
I'm a part of the 34%.
Streamers and big budget series like Max and Apple TV, and sports heavy services like Paramount Plus and Peacock, owned by our parent company NBC Universal, had the largest portion of customers pausing and then coming back.
I came back for the NFL. The thing is this, I will pay for Stars because I like watching Power and the whole Power universe made by 50 Cent. But like Power Book 2, the show Ghost about Tariq. If you don't watch Power, you don't know what I'm talking about. But I signed up for Stars and I canceled it because Power Raising Canaan, which is kind of based off of 50 Cent's life, is coming back in February. So I'm not going to watch a bunch of movies and pay $9 a month.
What's driving this? People are pausing because of they want better convenience or because of cost?
Cost.
It's largely cost. Cost of everything in consumers' lives has gone up. And so you have more households saying, I want some flexibility. I don't need to have all this all the time.
I feel that.
Recent survey found
the best part is when you go to cancel, they'll be like, you want this for $2.99 for 6 months? And I'm like, yes, I will, SiriusXM.
Average household spending more than ever on video streaming, now averaging $61 a month for 4 services.
But here's the thing is you get whatever you want at any time. People are mad that it's the same price as cable, but it was never going to be cheap forever. It's still better than cable.
Up 27% from last year.
Well, that's the problem.
Having all these things and a YouTube.
This is the most NBC Today Show thing ever. They have to quote these angry women from TikTok. Like, that's really relatable.
And from last year.
Having all these things and a YouTube you are wasting money.
The push for profitability.
No, if you want to spend it, that's fine. She's probably one of those, I listen to Dave Ramsey women.
Has also led to password sharing crackdowns by many providers.
Legitimately, it might be time to cancel some subscriptions.
In response to it all, frustrated customers are becoming more impulsive with their cancellations, and streamers are adapting to the trend. Netflix allows members to pause for up to 3 months, while Hulu lets you put your subscription on hold for up to 12 weeks. And the Wall Street Journal reports Disney Plus will soon offer a new pause feature of its own.
I don't like Disney Plus. It's so cluster F now. Like, you literally had election coverage on Disney Plus on November 4th or 5th, whatever dumb day it was that I didn't vote. I literally was just trying to watch The Simpsons or Bonkers, to watch some cartoon that would cheer me up. That was all I wanted. And I see, get election coverage here. And I'm like, can I just have something, please? Bonkers.
Once upon a time in Toontown.
Actually, I probably shouldn't play it because of copyright. Disney will strike the hell out of me. Bonkers is great.
But the bottom line, in the age of streaming wars and cutthroat competition, companies are desperate to keep your business.
Make it cheaper. The CEO makes enough.
So, Christian, what?
All right, I don't need to hear from Al Roker and them debate it. I'm here to do the debating. And also masturbating, not during the show, right after.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
This is
Rick Ross.
Nina Sky. It's Cool and Dre. Listen.
Look at that, I'm a renegade in a brawl. I'm a renegade in a brawl with. Yeah, I'm a renegade in a brawl with. Yeah, and I'm look at that.
Let's get right to it. Your man's locked up, but someone's gotta do it. Oh my. I-95 drive south for the winter. Got a trunk full of birds, they fly south for the winter. Yeah. I ain't tryna get locked up tonight, but I told him I would put that on my life. So I gotta ride. I'm a rider, I'm a provider. Type of chick to take the stand and say your honor. I was beside him all night, yes I promise. But I gotta have to put her, and that's the problem. I gotta. Boy, is it okay for me to pull over the car when I get tired? I try to go with no sleep. Oh boy, I got that work wrapped dead tight, coffee grounds to throw off them dogs and police. Oh boy, cause I ain't tryna get locked up tonight, but I told him I would put that on my life. So I gotta ride. I'm a rider, I'm a provider. Type of chick to take the stand and say your honor. I was beside him all night, yes I promise. But I gotta have to put her, and that's the problem. I gotta.
Maserati candy paint for that personal touch. You need a body or a bird, I'm the person to touch. At a party, no searching my persons and such. I got Ninas and both of Nina's persons, they bust. Bill in my dough, they deliver my blow. On no cigarette boats, that's $1 million afloat. See, I get it and whip it, sip it and flip it. It ain't just to ship it. I'm a Washington wizard. My soul in the hole, I feel so in control. When I'm whipping the mold, smelling like cinnamon rolls. Got the Benz in black, big beamer in beige. You hate on me, no swinging, we swinging them K's. Can't cipher my sounds, Ross beating the street. We got a load on the way, we eating this week. I'ma chill in Manhattan, sit to work in the Bronx. Take a, leave a brick, I be in them blocks.
Oh, really? Alright, let's go for some lo-fi vibes right now. $70 downloads. 70 downloads. 70 downloads. 70 downloads.
Hoppe Hour will be right back. Hoppe Hour will be right back. Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by the best pre- and post-workout in all of the Bay Area in the world. Fortify, FORTIFEYE.com. At checkout, use keyword Ryan20 to save 20%. All right, we're going to come back on Hoppe Hour, and we're going to talk about some heated discussions. But before that, I want to listen to some lo-fi, and we're going to even come back with some lo-fi, because it's about to get real. Sit back and relax. It's Late Night Drive by Handbook. We'll be back in about a minute. We're going to let that beat drop. Yeah, what's going on? What's up? Oh, really?
It's too late, babe. Even it's too late, babe.
Now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
What's up? This is Lex Staley from the nationally syndicated Lex and Terry Show, and you are listening to the Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
No one does real talk like Ryan Hoppe. It's Hoppe Hour. Ryan Hoppe's on the mic, and he's not holding back. This is Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Lo-fi time.
Hoppe Hour in the air. Feel the vibe everywhere.
Oh, really?
Kick back in your chair.
Oh, sure.
Life beyond compare.
Oh, really?
Hoppe Hour, take it slow.
Oh, I don't know.
Let the rhythm gently flow.
Okay.
Catch the beats in the glow.
Yeah.
Tune in, let it grow. Hoppe Hour, oh yeah.
856.
Oh yeah. Hoppe Hour.
49 Hoppe. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me. RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. Also, add me on TikTok at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Smooth and clear like a stream.
Now it's time to trash that dirtbag known as Elon Musk.
Oh, happy hot topic.
Elon Musk is everything that's wrong with people that have no sense of humor. He's always the guy that rips into woke people for being sensitive, and then he's the sensitive one.
All right. Check it out, Doc Mega. Yeah.
Elon Musk does not appear to be a fan of Dana Carvey's impression of him, which was debuted on the most recent episode of Saturday Night Live.
So he can't take his own medicine. Elon Musk is willing to trash everybody, hate on his daughter. Yes, I said daughter. But then when someone makes fun of him, he's a humorless douche.
On November 9th, the SNL alum, who has been regularly starring as President Joe Biden, showed off his Elon Musk impersonation during the show's cold open, in which he was dressed in the outfit that the Tesla co-founder wore at Donald Trump's controversial Madison Square Garden rally on October 27th. The comedian also mimicked the billionaire's behavior from a different Trump rally where he jumped up and down numerous times on stage.
I mean, it's not funny, but he shouldn't be offended about it. You're a famous person. It's gonna happen, especially when you put yourself out there with those stupid opinions. Dana Carvey is just doing Dana Carvey. It's like watching the movie Master of Disguise. It's no wonder Dana Carvey never really made it that big. It's its whole thing. Just him jumping up and down. Hilarious. And then there is this.
I'm the cast member that he made cry, and he's the host that made someone cry.
Saturday Night Live star Chloe Fineman says Elon Musk made her cry before he hosted the show back in 2021.
He doesn't seem like a good guy.
Seemingly solving an internet mystery started by fellow SNL star Bowen Yang.
Who? SNL star. That's like it's like an oxymoron in 2024. No one's a star on SNL.
Chloe tells her story in a since-deleted TikTok posted November 11th.
Okay, I just saw some...
Why would you delete it? I hate when famous people do this. Quote unquote famous. When they post something and then they delete it. It's online forever. Take the hate.
11th.
Okay, I just saw some news article about Elon Musk being like butthurt about SNL and his impression, but I'm like, you're clearly watching the show.
Yeah, he is.
Like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to come out and say at long last that I'm the cast member that he made cry, and he's the host that made someone cry. Maybe there's others, but I saw some articles and stuff, and I was like, I'm not going to say anything. But
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but Elon Musk is a douche.
I'm like, no, if you're going to like go on your platform and be rude, like, guess what? You made Chloe Fineman, burst into tears.
I love how she had to say her name. We don't know who you are.
Chloe goes on to say she stayed up late working on a sketch that Elon apparently hated.
I stayed up all night writing the sketch. I was so excited.
That's the problem with that SNL culture is like Lorne Michaels has them working 24 hours, but they're not doing cocaine anymore like John Belushi and them, so it's like not as funny.
I came in, I asked if you had any questions, and you stared at me like you were firing me from Tesla and were like, it's not funny. I waited for you to be like, haha, JK. No, then you started pawing through my script, like flipping each page, being like, I didn't laugh once, not once.
He doesn't seem like a very nice guy. I think it's the Asperger's. And the fact that he's the most powerful guy, unfortunately.
Time.
Aliens, everyone's like, why don't aliens come and crash into the planet Earth? They look at us and they go, that's your leader? I'm good.
Cut to the sketch made it on, and it was like fine, and I actually had a really good time, and I thought you were really funny in it.
On the show's post-election episode, comedian Dana Carvey did an impression of Musk in the cold open, reacting to Donald Trump's win.
We know.
Yeah, but seriously, I run the country now. And America's going to be like one of my rockets, you know. That's
I don't know what happened to SNL. It just is not funny anymore.
super cool. And
then whenever it is funny with like Bill Burr or Shane Gillis doing edgy humor, everyone's like, no, we want liberal propaganda.
Super fun. But there's a slight chance it could blow up and everybody dies. Anyway, I'm Doc Mega. See you in the White House. USA! USA!
Elon later took to X, formerly Twitter, to give his
He is an ugly man.
take on the performance, saying Dana Carvey just sounds like Dana Carvey. And in another post added in part,
I mean, he's not wrong about that, unfortunately.
SNL has been dying slowly for years as they become increasingly out of touch with reality.
No, why do I agree with Elon?
E! News has reached out to Elon's PR team
And hasn't heard back, right? They say that every time. We reached out. Did you guys hear back this time?
E! News has reached out to Elon's PR team at Tesla for comment, but hasn't heard back. In August, comedian...
All right. I keep waiting for them to go, you know what? We reached out. And he said something. Every time E! News, when I play these clips, they go, we reached out and we didn't hear back. That might be a you problem. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com.
Elon Musk's estranged daughter, Vivian, trans woman, is
I think she's pretty.
saying that she's going to leave the
I'll say it.
country now that Trump has won.
I mean, the problem with this is like very few people do it. They say it, but they don't do it. That's number one.
She has the power to, though.
This is different. He did say, Elon Musk quote about her is this girl used to be a boy, biologically a boy, and Elon Musk said,
so my son Xavier is dead, killed by the woke mind virus.
That's that whole thing, woke mind virus. But when people make fun of me, I'm mad. Even though I'm saying that people that are woke are always mad. But when I'm made fun of, I'm mad. You're a bitch.
I get it.
And a deadbeat dad.
She has like a more personal thing than the election because of her dad. But there is this thing when a lot of like celebrities and whatnot say, oh yeah, I'm going to move if so-and-so wins. It's like people don't have that option.
Didn't Bette Midler say she was going to drink like...
Oh yeah, Drano. It was a bottle of Corbel that said Kamala and a bottle of Drano that said Trump. And honestly, I was like, Corbel champagne? I'm going with the Drano.
I love me some TMZ. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. Let me see here. What do we got here? Oprah Winfrey talks about this.
Hey Oprah, good morning. How are you, darling? You looking very good. How do you think the election went?
Not talking about the election.
Can we just talk about the fact that she like hung out with Harvey Weinstein? I always get Epstein and Weinstein mixed up. And then she allegedly went to Pedophile Island. And she was touched as a kid, so a lot of times when people are touched, they become pedophiles. That's the unspoken thing.
Oh, is it true that they paid you $1 million for the endorsement for Kamala?
Not true.
Not true.
Yeah, it probably is.
True, okay.
I was paid nothing, ever.
What do you think about all the celebrities with their mass exodus?
I'm not talking about it, but if Kamala would have won, I would have talked about it. Man, the Liberal Party, I lean Democratic because I believe in like woke rights and women's rights and pro-marijuana, but I don't like the way they do taxes. But oh my God, the Liberal Party is a bunch of wimps. But then again, if Trump would have lost, then the Republican Party would have said, oh my God, the election's rigged, blah, blah, blah. It's nonsense. It's all nonsense. You look at it and you go, someday we're going to die and we spend our life arguing. Alrighty. Let me click this button here. We got to take a break. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. Coming up next, we did 1 full hour. We're going to talk about Sean Diddy Combs. We're going to talk about Wheel of Fortune, Brian Austin Green, Megan Fox is pregnant, and more. This show is for the hard-working, average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you live in the U.S. or the U.K., as long as you're listening. That's all that matters. Add me on TikTok. The account's blowing up, but I would love your support at Ryan Hoppe Radio and comment there. Let me know what you think. We will be right back on Hoppe Hour after this. Do not touch the radio dial or that streaming device. However the hell you are listening to my show known as Hoppe Hour. We will be right back. Hang on.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Now niggas know I'm from New York. Shit, I love California, yeah. From back when NWA rock the black and gray raid and shit, or some gangster shit. Niggas wasn't thinking about hoes and how maintenance the coupe with the translucent roof. I done two-tone the blues just to ride up the strip for the look on sunset. From sun up to sunset, niggas be on some pimp shit, but you already know this. If you ever know this, by the looks of me, baby, I'm holding it. I ain't telling if you ain't know when I'm a dog. Meet me at the Mondrian. I'll be sitting out front in the back watching the Star is Born. And you ain't getting gone, at least no time soon, cause we heading over to the Viper Room to get high on whatever your heart desires. But you can start giving head while we ride sunset. Come on. Down the sunset, go right on my dial, watch my body get so wet. Tonight's gonna be the night, being like you forget. I make you feel good while we ride, so good while we ride. Take a ride up and down the sunset, go right on my dial, watch my body get so wet. Tonight's gonna be the night, baby, boy, you won't forget. I make you feel good while we ride, so good while we ride. You already know California's the mecca of hydraulics, the switches on low riders, the Dayton's on gold wires, west siders throw it up, my nigga, it's all love. I'm calling out every grip and blood in LA. Essays hit the strip on dubs, let's hit the club, my bitches and stars stripping for dubs. Mommy, what's up? Lambo doors up, when they see me they show me love. Honk the horn, pull over and roll up, the chronic and blow dubs. Better hope it ain't no gunplay, cause Sunset Friday is Crenshaw Sundays. And I love LA like Snoop Love and 6 Trey. Where would I be without Dre to live and die in LA? All we know is low riders and sex, and what happens on Sunset stays on Sunset. Got the whole strip throwing up dubs, and since Pac died it ain't been no California love. California, watch my body get so wet. Tonight's gonna be the night, baby boy, you won't forget. I make you feel good, so good while we ride. Take a ride up and down the sunset, go right on my thigh, watch my body get so wet. Tonight's gonna be the night, baby boy, you won't forget. I make you feel good while we ride, so good while we ride. Ghost ride your whips for the bay, just under shades. We sitting on chrome, candy painted and parlor. 6'4", 6 deuce, continentals with suicide dogs. Can't help but floss when you in Los Angeles. Just learn your dress codes, B's and C's, cause it's all about the G-code. Niggas fucking these free calls, I'll be in that bonito. Niggas stacking these Legos, bitches moving that milk no more less than a day old. Riding down Rodeo with twins that resemble J-Lo. Uh-oh, they wanna get the lick and the pimp in the right places. I promise I'll be patient before I get to replacing the bitch. I mean, there's two of them, shit. That means there's 4 lips at one time around one dick. And they doing it while we hitting the strip in the back of the 6. Sunset, we riding high on X.
Oh yeah, sing it, baby. It's Ja Rule, Sunset featuring The Game. Oh yeah. What's going on? Oh sure. Ah, whatever. Enough for you. That's kind of a cool remix. 70 downloads.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Oh yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by the best MMA trainer in all of the Bay Area. Amir Academy of Martial Arts at amiracademy.com. 2700 22nd Street North. And that's in St. Petersburg. He's got women's self-defense classes, kids classes, MMA classes, boxing bags, obviously. A boxing gym having boxing bags. Whoa. He's also got a workout room. Whatever the hell you need. Go to 2700 22nd Street North in St. Petersburg, right off of the 22nd Avenue North exit. Then you turn right at the race, or not the racetrack, at the train tracks. For all the info, amiracademy.com. We're going to come back on Happy Hour and keep this party going. But let's hear from my good friend, Hammer and Hank.
People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Oakes, but my buddies may have known me as Hammer and Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12, the doctors decided I was autistic. Now at the age of 48, I have completed an associate degree in radio broadcasting and worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality. So yes, I am different. People with autism have no needs, no different than you. Laugh, love, and learn to gain education and join the workforce. I did it, and so can anyone else with autism. So when you meet someone with autism, don't feel sorry for them, work with them. Find out for yourself that autism isn't a disease, it's a condition. To find out more about autism, please visit autismspeaks.org. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, this is Justin Schlegel from the Justin Scott and Spiegel Morning Show on 98 Rock in Baltimore, and you are listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
The voice you can't ignore and the energy you didn't know you needed. Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe is back.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh no, what's going on?
Watch Happy Hour, coming in tall. Ryan Hoppe, big man, standing 6'9", y'all. Sex stories and celeb news make heads spin. Throwing back to old school, let the show begin. Talking scandals, paparazzi flashing, pillow talk, sexy secrets, always crashing. From the tabloid pages to the radio. Happy Hour got the
856
brave.
49 Hoppe.
Then take a seat.
856-494-6773.
Drop it like it's hot.
Tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Giant Hoppe.
You can always email me.
The voice got the
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
old school jet.
And add me on TikTok at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You want to hear something? I am going to take my Lamictal for my anxiety and my bipolar. So I'm shaking up the bottle just so you can hear it. Let me take this Lamictal. I'm starting to get a little anxious. And in the afternoon, I take this for my bipolar.
Old school jams make your booty rock. Innuendos risque, make you clutch your pearls. Ryan Hoppe running airwaves, no one else compares. Late night.
Did you know Ryan Hoppe is bipolar? He loves it. No, he hates it. He loves it. No, he hates it. Get what we did there.
Happy Hot Topic.
I think this next topic is the unspoken thing about Hollywood. I can't stand John Mulaney. I think he seems like the most fake, pretentious douchebag ever, and women love him.
Olivia Munn and John Mulaney are opening up about their unlikely love story and path to parenthood.
Unlikely being infidelity.
Olivia reveals in a new GQ magazine interview published on November 12th that she and now husband John weren't in a relationship when she got pregnant with their son.
Just say you cheated. Just say that you're the side chick. Because he was in rehab and he was married at the time, and that woman was trying so hard to have kids, and then John knocks up this woman. Basic white girls love John Mulaney, and my mom listens to every single second of my show, and she loves John Mulaney, so I don't want her to think that she's a basic white girl, but she is a Caucasian, and she loves John Mulaney.
The actress also details their initial co-parenting plans, revealing that the pregnancy was not exactly the next step in their whirlwind romance.
John Mulaney has that thing. Mark Norman has it too, but Mark Norman's a lot funnier because he's more honest about being a deviant. And he's kind of like a Jerry Seinfeld too, where they, not in content, but they have that comedian voice where everything they say sounds like a comedian. Tony Hinchcliffe has it as well.
She says, quote, "It wasn't anything close to dating. I barely knew him."
Oh, so he forgot to pull out.
While Olivia and John met once in 2013, the pair reconnected in 2021.
It's always good to sleep and get knocked up by a married man.
Not long after the former Saturday Night Live writer's months-long stay in rehab for drug and alcohol addiction.
Yeah, he seemed like such a douchebag. Actually, I'm saying that in past tense. He is a douchebag.
Once pregnant, Olivia says there were not plans to rush into anything. And
yeah, you got to figure out what you're doing. Because when you start dating the girl that you cheat on your wife with, I've seen this because I'm surprised they're still going on. I've seen this in radio. They cheat on their wife, and then they fall in love with the side chick, and then the side chick cheats on them. Whoa, a relationship beginning on infidelity, ending with infidelity? What a concept.
And that they would simply co-parent, telling the publication, quote, "It wasn't necessarily we're going to be married and live together or any of that."
It's trying to figure out what the hell you're going to do.
She adds, but it was, I will be involved in some way. However, the pair officially became a couple 6 months into her pregnancy, and Olivia, who helped John work through his recovery in the early months, shares that she believes her pregnancy played a large part in helping John stay motivated following his rough patch. Olivia reveals that when she was about 6 months pregnant, she staged a mini intervention of her own with the intentions of getting more involved in John's recovery. She goes as far to say that the two agreed Olivia would give him random drug tests, with John admitting that it's something they still do today.
Yeah, because I've worked with addicts. You're never fully recovered.
Saying, quote, "It's like a relief. I like to be able to not even have that be a question in her or anyone else's mind."
Here's the thing. This relationship could either end with them being together forever and ever, or it's going to be a bitter breakup.
Something about peeing in that cup is like, I'm walking this walk. It gives me confidence.
He might actually be cured. Maybe not.
Olivia also recalls the moment John found out he would become a father.
Probably freaking out a little bit.
Saying, quote, "That's the one thing that made him seem light and happy. I remember he was really excited to tell his parents."
Mom. My mic just tipped over. Mom, I cheated on my wife and I got the side chick pregnant. You heard of Olivia Munn?
Olivia and John went on to welcome their first child, Malcolm, in December of 2021. In August, John confirms that he and Olivia got married during a private ceremony in July.
All right. I wish them nothing but the best. Not really. Can't stand cheaters. It's not my vibe. And then there's this.
To Halle Bailey, who is pissed. Really?
Whenever I hear Halle Bailey, I think of Halle Berry. It's very confusing.
Really upset at the father of her very young son.
Under one.
That would be rapper DDG, because
hell yeah.
Because DDG had the baby, had their son last night, and took him out for a night with the boys. And one of those boys being Kai Cenat. In fact, DDG brought the baby to Kai's live stream, his Twitch stream. So tens of thousands of people watching them hang out.
Yeah, he's being a present father. What's different between this and a woman, posting selfies with the baby?
And she was really upset.
But she apparently had no idea this was going to happen and heard about it or saw the live stream and started tweeting about it. She was posting saying, this is not something I signed off on. She says, "Hi, everyone. Just so you know, I am out of town and I don't approve of my baby being on a stream tonight. I wasn't told or notified and I am extremely upset to have my baby in front of millions of people."
Oh, relax.
That's giving Kai a little too much credit.
That was kind of rude.
His mother and protector, and saddened that I wasn't notified, especially when I am out of town. As a woman experiencing severe postpartum, there are boundaries that I wish to be respected.
All right, I got to be careful about saying this, but a lot of times whenever a woman has a baby, whenever they're in a bad mood, they're like, "Oh, it's a part of my postpartum." It's like, you can still be a nice person.
Nobody knows what someone is going through until they snap.
Man, I would not want to have a kid with her.
Ooh, well, that's odd. Sounded
No, it's very odd because Halle and DDG are known for posting Halo on their social media accounts all the time. When Halle and DDG were together, they recently broke up. They were always posting their baby. They were always going live with Halo.
Yeah, so then she's just being a bitter bitch.
I think Halle's last TikTok, which she has millions of followers on TikTok, is a video of Halo.
Yeah, so when she does it, it's fine. But when he does it. Oh, he's being a deadbeat. At least he's being present. And then there's this.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Devin Strader isn't holding back on the shade, as romance rumors between Jen Tran and her Dancing with the Stars partner, Sasha Farber, continue.
Man, whenever these people go on Dancing with the Stars, they always fall in love with their dancer.
Her former fiance, who split from the Bachelorette star not long after getting engaged on the reality dating series, has had a pointed take on the alleged relationship.
Oh my God, what a jealous loser. People often go, you seem a little sexist or misogynistic against women. I call out deadbeat women. And right now I'm going to call out a deadbeat man. Who gives a flying F about what your ex is doing? You can be sad and heartbroken, but they're going to have sex with other people, and all those tricks and all the experience they had with you, they're doing to other people. And you should be grateful, because all they do is talk crap about you. So here's what I'm saying. He's giving his opinion on his ex's relationship. That's none of your business. I know you're famous, but you're being like a Kayla Nicole. You're being a cloud chaser. You're Kayla Nicole with a penis.
In response to a comment on his November 9th Instagram post that reads, Jen found a great guy. His name is Sasha.
That's a spicy comment. I can see that making him mad.
Devin simply replies, Sasha is a girl's name.
Oh, wow, man. You're probably anti-trans too. Probably so you're kind of a guy, you're so macho with that response.
Comment provoked hundreds of replies from Jen's fans, including those schooling the 28-year-old on the meaning of the dancer's name. As one person notes, Sasha,
the dancer has a bigger personality than you.
Sasha is, quote, a gender-neutral name with Slavic, Ukrainian, and Russian origins. While another points out the hypocrisy, clapping back, Devin is also a girl's name.
That's a good point.
However, the 28-year-old was not willing to debate the matter further, adding in a later reply, hey, shut the f*** up. This is my Instagram.
Yeah, and you said a kind of sexist comment.
Elsewhere beneath his post, Devin didn't hold back on responding to hateful comments. When replying to one comment that pointed out Jen was, quote, killing it at the Wicked premiere in Los Angeles alongside Sasha, while Devin was, quote, spiraling in his comment section,
Yeah, that's loser behavior. That is loser behavior.
Fires back with jobless supporting the jobless.
All right. Bitter till the end, I guess.
And Devin's Instagram reply spree comes as Jen and Sasha, who were eliminated from the latest season of Dancing with the Stars last month, continue to raise eyebrows of their rumored romance.
They're definitely hooking up. This Devin guy seems real bitter, and he honestly makes all men look bad.
In addition to attending the Wicked premiere side by side, the former dancing duo have also appeared in numerous videos together across social media.
All right, we're not going to play the videos because they don't really translate to audio. But I will tell you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that Devin guy is a loser who needs to get over his ex. 856 49 Hoppe. Speaking of a loser that needs to get over their ex, Travis Kelce's ex, Kayla Nicole, makes wild accusation against Taylor Swift. This loser has nothing without Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. I thought you were supposed to be the sports blogger, Kayla. Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend, Kayla Nicole, believes Taylor Swift is the reason she no longer speaks to Kansas City Chiefs' wife and girlfriends, according to reports. Of course, that's how it works. There were plenty of people I used to hang out with when I worked for different radio shows. And then when you leave the circle, you're not invited back. Move on. Nicole, who dated Kelce on and off for 5 years before his romance with Swift, made headlines when she discussed her past relationship with the Chiefs tight end on Angel Reese's podcast last month. There were many revelations, including that she cannot speak to Kelce if they ever see each other in public. The influencer revealed she has drifted apart from some of the wives and girlfriends. Cry me a river. Make new friends. This woman is having an identity crisis. You know, without Travis, you're nothing. You keep talking about it and you block anybody that calls it out because you're thin-skinned. And according to Marka, Nicole is mad that she has been pushed out of the group because of Taylor's increased presence at Kansas City games. Well, why should you go to a Kansas City game? You're not a part of the team anymore. That's that clout chasing thing. She even kind of called me out on Angel Reese's podcast without saying it because she's blocked me on all social media. And I saw she viewed my story. I said on my show that she's a clout chaser and that she's nothing without Travis. And that got to her, but you keep talking about Travis. You really are nothing without Travis. It is sad. During a recent interview with Radar Online, she also hinted that she is no longer as close with the group because of Taylor's frequent visits to Kansas City. This is you making it about you. Nobody's thinking about you, Kayla. Nobody cares. Nobody goes, oh my God, I hope Kayla and Nicole still can go to Kansas City Chief games. Go to another game. Go to another team and be a gold digger there. How embarrassing must it be to be Kayla and Nicole? That your whole life is your ex. I get that when you have somebody that you date, I get that it's a very impactful part of your life. But you're obsessive. You're nothing. You are zilch. And I feel bad saying that sometimes, but you keep proving me right. Do you hear my hands clapping? All you talk about is Travis. I thought you're supposed to be this independent feminist and you didn't need the man. And then all you talk about is the man. You're insane. You're a sociopath, and honestly, he's better off without you. I said it. Can you imagine dating her? She's got that chicken fry thing, like the chicken fry girl, like talking about your exes. I don't need the man. You kind of need him. If you keep talking about your ex, you're nothing without them. You're zilch. You're a loser. Why is it when that Devin guy that was talking about his ex that's on Dancing with the Stars on his Instagram, why is that deemed bad behavior? But when Kayla does it, she's just being a woman. It's hypocritical. It's stupidity. We have reached the point in this world where because everybody has a voice, Howard Stern talks about it, where back in the day, if you didn't have a radio show or TV show, you had no way to get your voice out. And I'm grateful for the podcast era because I'm able to explode the show. But at the same time, it gives these girls these voices. It's like you're embarrassing yourself. And honestly, Kayla Nicole is a beautiful girl. She's got a thick body, and I'm not trying to judge someone off of their looks, but honestly, that's all you have going on. Kayla Nicole has this thing, though, where she can't get another guy, and that's a problem. If you are 31 years old, and you are that beautiful, and you are not able to get anybody else, it might be time to look in the mirror and wonder how you can fix your life, because it's obviously not working. You are bitter. Why would you even want to go to a Chiefs game? There are certain places that my ex works at. I wish my ex nothing but the best. But she works at the zoo, and I don't go to the zoo anymore. She's a beautiful face painter there. Pineapple face painting dress, something pineapple face painter. You can hire her. She's the best face painter ever. But I don't want to see her, but I wish her the best, but I don't go to the zoo. You don't see me going to the zoo and being like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. What I'm saying to you, Kayla, is grow up. You literally have the mindset of a 16-year-old, and you're literally 7 to 8 years away from 40. How frightening is that? Immature moron. Oh, Ryan, you're being mean. Am I really being mean? She's done nothing to prove me wrong. I saw this news. There's been a lot of talk about vasectomy, especially here in Florida with Amendment 4 not getting passed. Armie Hammer got a vasectomy from his mom. Not her giving it to him, but it's a very good decision.
The thought that, and let's be honest, I think you learned not to put stupid things in DMs because no one was eaten, no one was raped, but you were stupid.
I was definitely stupid.
And let's talk about what I gave you for your birthday this year.
This is Armie Hammer's mom talking to Armie.
Here, the church lady.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
What did you give
So
me
I
for
call
my
Armie
birthday?
and I go, Armie, what would you like for your birthday this year? And he goes, oh, I don't know, maybe money, whatever. And I was like, I believe I'm going to give you a vasectomy.
Yep. What a smart woman.
So
and
I go.
did.
I go to a doctor's office and I go, yes, I'm here to schedule a vasectomy. And they go, great, here's what you need, fill out this paperwork, blah, 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 do a consult with the doctor. Do the consult with the doctor, and he's like, you sure you want to do this? I'm like, I have 2 beautiful kids. I don't want any more kids. I'm good to go. He goes, you sure? Like, listen, it's reversible, but the reversal procedure is way harder and this and that. And I was like, no.
Yeah, I heard that whole tale.
I'm sure. Like, they try to talk you out of it.
Right. Rightfully so.
Yeah. And I'm like, you're not going to talk me out of it. Like, I'm done. I'm good. I'm done.
So he has 2 kids with his ex.
Done. And he goes, all right, great. So go back out to the receptionist and then she'll collect payment and the whole thing. And I go, great. Thank you, doc. Walk out to the receptionist. It's like, okay, are you going to be putting this on insurance? And I go, oh, actually, I don't have insurance. And she goes, what? I go, yeah, I haven't had insurance for years. And she was like,
that's kind of dumb.
Oh, okay. Are you going to be putting it on a credit card? And I go, I don't know. My credit cards won't cover this. My mother's going to be calling you and she's going to be paying for it. And she was like looking down and she goes, what? And I go, yeah. Yes, my mother gave me this as a birthday present. And like, it just was like one of those things, like you could tell she was hearing something and like, I've never heard that. What?
Yeah, you can see Army's mom is like, yeah, I did it.
What are you talking about? So yeah.
Army's mom's pretty good looking. You do know I love me some older women. So last night, Tony Hinchcliffe did his Monday night podcast, Kill Tony, and he addresses all the controversy from his Puerto Rico joke that drove everybody nuts. And we're about to load it here on TMZ. I like Tony Hinchcliffe. I'm just not really a fan of the fans because, like, that's not my audience. My audience is 18 to 34-year-olds that listen to Call Her Daddy and I listen to Kristen Cavallari's podcast. I'm not really a manly show. So I don't really get the Joe Rogan audience, even though I'll include any audience. So as this clip loads up, 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. All right. Right here. I know this is great radio, right? All right. Right here is Tony Hinchcliffe.
Gentlemen, last night I gave a speech. I don't know if you've heard about this. It was a speech about...
I love how everybody was like, he's going to be done forever. He's bigger than ever.
Out free speech, believe it or not. And I'm currently under attack. I'm the news. I don't know if you guys know this, but on my speech on free speech.
Doesn't he have that like John Mulaney, Mark Norman, Jerry Seinfeld comedian voice?
Speech, I referenced Puerto Rico, which currently has a
that crowd reminds me of Married with Children, that cheering, yeah!
Landfill problem in which all of their landfills are filled to the brim. I guess I'm the only person that knew about this, unfortunately. And with that said, I just want to say that I love Puerto Ricans. They're very smart people.
The women are spicy, though.
They're smart, they're street smart, and they're smart enough to know when they're being used as political fodder. And right now, that is happening, and I apologize to absolutely nobody.
Hell yeah. All right, enough of him. This is my podcast, not yours. 856-49-HOPPY. So I think Apple has not been the same since Steve Jobs died 11 years ago. And they are discontinuing the $3,500 Vision Pro headset. I feel like the only people that bought that were millionaires that were having midlife crises that wanted to have something crazy in their house. I don't know one person that had a Vision Pro. And they're quietly not going to be... making those anymore. Also, Nicole Scherzinger commented on Russell Brand's post about Make Jesus Great Again or something, and she got booed at her Broadway show because of supporting Trump in the comment section. We have become such babies. Such liberals have no sense of humor. have this thing on here. It's a blessing and a curse. I listen to things for the first time when I'm on here because it's something I've learned on various radio shows I do. It's save it for the air. But sometimes I feel like I need to listen to it beforehand. And that was one of those times. All right. What else could we talk about here? This is interesting right here.
I was just so mad at Jack. So, like, I didn't care if I hurt his feelings about that. Like, why should I care? He never
Man, these millennial women are really out there.
Cared about how he hurt my feelings for years.
Brittany Cartwright is not apologizing for moving on from Jax Taylor. During the latest episode of Bravo's Hot Mic podcast, the Valley star defends recently hooking up.
She definitely talks like she's from the Valley.
Up with her ex's friend amid.
What an imbecile. I love how when a dude does it, they're the worst, but when a girl does it, I'm just expressing my sexuality.
Their ongoing divorce.
What about the claim that you were dating Jax's friend and you
just hooking up with him?
You guys had an explicit no dating in the friend group policy.
Okay, we did not have a no dating in the friend group policy. We never spoke
You definitely did, but now that you did it, now you're saying you didn't have one.
About that.
If he would have hooked up with your friend, you would have been mad.
Because why would we? I didn't even think it like... First off, I didn't think that I was going to hook up with his friend. It wasn't anything that like I was
planned.
Oh, I'm for sure. Yeah, it wasn't planned. I wasn't trying to go after one of his friends.
Hopefully you took the plan B.
That's not how it happened. It was somebody that I felt like I knew. And in our world, it's so crazy because like, how do you trust people?
How do you trust people? You definitely can't trust you.
And I was single for the first time in LA.
The 35-year-old goes on to explain that the unnamed mystery man actually slid into her DMs first.
That's bad.
And initiated the relationship.
Like I could tell that this guy was flirting with me. I was always flirting with him. He is very, very much my type.
What, dangerous bad boy?
And just kind of flirting through DMs one time, and I was just like, come over.
All right. Yeah.
Man, this guy got lucky. He's not dating her anymore. That being Jax Taylor.
Slid in the DMs.
The Bravo celebrity notes she didn't break either of the two rules that she and Jax agreed upon.
Oh, really?
As they navigate their breakup.
What we had said is nobody around Cruz and nobody at our home that we own together, that I still pay the bills for, that all my photos and my furniture and everything I own is still at that house and my son stays there.
That voice is annoying.
Like, just please don't have girls at the house.
So those were the two rules.
Those were the two rules. And I don't know if he had anybody around Cruz, but he definitely had people at my house because I called him both times.
Both times.
And only 2 times that I called him. I'm sure there was other times, but...
Man, I am so glad I didn't have a kid with a woman. I didn't have to deal with this.
I caught him twice, and I was like, man.
So then it was definitely revenge.
But in the end, Brittany doesn't feel bad given Jax's alleged history of cheating.
That's good. I love whenever somebody cheats, they say doing the same thing is like payback. You're no better.
And also, I was just so mad at Jack. So like,
what is this thing about these women think that they just need to like speak out about their exes? Do you have any, class? Is anything sacred?
I didn't care if I hurt his feelings about that. Like, why should I care? He never cared about how he hurt my feelings for
it's just that two-side coin, 2 sides to every story. I bet you're never the problem.
years. He put me down. He did so much to me. So it's like, I'm sorry that you're so upset about who it is, but at the same time, you didn't give me attention, affection, or anything.
Why would he? You're entitled. You think you're so pretty. You're nothing. You're just another hot girl. We're in an era where hot girls are no longer cool. Like 10 years ago, everybody was like, oh my God, this girl's hot. Now we don't care. You don't impress us. Wow, you got big boobs. Congrats. You also got an awful personality.
For years. Made my confidence this big.
All right. And that's what I hear too. Brittany Chicken Fry was saying is, I lost my confidence because of them. If a man is taking your confidence, I think you have bigger problems. I'm not saying it's good for a man to take your confidence, but if a man is taking your confidence, like if you're letting the other guy take your confidence, like if a man lets a woman take their confidence, he's deemed a beta male. He's deemed, he doesn't know what he's doing, blah, blah, blah. But when a woman does it, he took my confidence. It's like, No, it's called daddy issues, and you should probably see a therapist.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning. RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Y'all now in tune with something beautiful right here. Something epic. This official. Matthias, let's make it. Look, I was being a nice guy. I leave that to them dudes that shoot hoops. I'd rather roll through in a new coupe with chicks that get 200 to do shoots. Rolling a shooby doobie while we listen to smooth grooves. Dude, I tried to told you I'm hot like magma and keep a mirror. I'm stashed up in the Dodge Magnum near the stash of the Magnums. Never know which one I'ma use. Right there, I got a couple people confused. Cause I never lose, and I never snooze. Pop shit, then I pop this shit, knock you out of your shoes. I shut down crews and rock tailor-made suits and Louis shoes. It's hard to do what I do. Stunning like Evil Knievel, keep a watch face see-through. I do this for my people, selling through they screen though. My mom said I was a walking felony, cause I kept 16s in the closet like Kelly. Shop with the sellers. Dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them. I'm a hustler for real. My dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them. I'm a hustler for real. Nah, dog, I'm not a mad rapper. I'm a disgruntled MC, and I teach you dudes about tussling with me. Truth is, I hate these marks. I should pull this jammy and spark and leave these rappers handicap park. And when you see your boy out, bow down and kiss the ring. With a crew about myself, I ain't worried about a thing. This is Shot City, man. Where the f you from? How your chick can't go if she ain't gobbling. My partner Supreme told me flows hard on these monkeys. I hit pro gyms and told them make my wrist chunky. Chain hung like donkey. And for them dudes who want it, nickname beautiful, keep them brass on me. Homie, I'm funky like woo. Leg shots to let you know that I'm serious. When them blocks get hot, I'm in the streets bare chested. I got money invested. These detectives. My dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them. I'm a hustler for real. My dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them, hurt them, hurt them.
We serious in this mother. This ain't the young and restless. You could say the drama like support boy. Put your life on pause like a comma. When you cutting corners and you stacking money, it's like intern comedians, man, they get to acting funny. I know the MCs, the real MCs. Same old same dude, man, them was shopping with me. Get a pumpkin head in front of your little daughter. You a broke pop machine, get you out of order. I'ma come and get you. Don't make me hit your shells like a snail or armadillo. Watch your blue lights with the blue films, slice it, make him look like he got gills. This ain't artificial, man, this real. Throw him in Lake Michigan and hope the nigga can't swim. And if he can't, I guess he won't live. Giving names, get your change, he ain't hate a bill. They nothing, Charlie. Let's go. I am the grain.
I'm a hustler for real. My dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them. I'm a hustler for real.
I have no idea what happened to that rapper. His name is Vi with GLC. It's called Herda, and that was the biggest song in 2006. And I have no idea what happened to Vi. He's nowhere online.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by the best barber in all of the Bay Area. That being Rich Keeley Master Barbershop at richkbarber.com. 4545 West Kennedy Boulevard, and that is in Tampa. Go to richkbarber.com because you can't just show up and get a haircut. You got to sign up at richkbarber.com. And when you go there and you tell him that I sent you, he'll hook you up with a great deal and you'll save $10. We're going to come back on Happy Hour, but first, let's hear from Hammer and Hank.
Hello again. It's your favorite San Francisco DJ, Hammer and Hank. I may look normal, but the truth is, I have a condition known as autism. That's right, it's a condition, not a disease. Fact is, autism can strike anyone, regardless of who they are. People with autism normally have difficulties in verbal and non-verbal communication skills, social interactions, and leisure activities. In a recent study, people with autism are less likely to have a job and more likely to become homeless. I beat the odds by having loving friends and family, having a college education. I have even worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an honored personality for many years. Always remember that people with autism want the same things as you, to be happy and successful. To find out more about autism, please contact your local mental health center or visit autismspeech.org.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, this is Rick Rumble from Rumble in the Morning on FM 99 in Norfolk, Virginia. And you are listening to Happy Hour with my buddy Ryan Hoppe.
Welcome back to the show that is your daily dopamine hit. That being Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
This is theme to Happy Hour. Time to laugh with Ryan's power. Wacky fun and silly jokes. Happy Hour loves its folks. Happy Hour.
I am.
Happy Hour.
Oh, sure.
With Ryan Hoppe. Yeah, he's the topper. Grab your drinks and join the crew. Crazy stories just for you. Ryan's here to make you grin. Let the Hoppe fun begin. Happy Hour. Happy Hour. With Ryan Hoppe. Laughs are never sloppy. Got your popcorn, got your drink.
Oh, yeah.
Turn it up and don't you blink.
We have been doing this show an hour and 44 minutes. We still got a lot to talk about. Tomorrow, I will probably be taking the day off. I'll be working an event for 99.5 QIK. We will be at Pin Chasers on Armenia
every day.
For guitar pool tickets. So come on out.
Happy Hot Topic!
Let me just tell you, my sweet honey, when I look at him, my belly starts to grow, so I'm like, do not look at me.
Sierra is opening up about becoming a mom of 5.
Yeah, she has a lot of kids.
During an appearance on the Jennifer Hudson Show, the How We Roll singer shares that while she and her husband Russell Wilson are still in baby bliss with their 11-month-old daughter Amora, that doesn't mean they haven't talked about having more babies already.
But honestly, I mean, I do see the road of baby number 5, but at the right time. I want to grind a little bit. I want to get out here and drop it like it's hot a couple of times.
Drop it like it's hot.
Okay?
Yes, we want to see you.
Mic was off. That is that religious thing where they just pop out kids after kid.
Because when I'm trying to drop it like it's hot with the belly, I can't quite get up, So, we got to take my time a little bit. Mama loving herself a
She's beginning to talk like Russell.
little bit.
And while Sierra may be looking ahead at adding another little one to their family, which includes her and Russell's kids, Sienna and Wynn, and her son Future Zaire with the rapper Future, she's still in disbelief over the size of her pack and how fast Amora is growing up.
It is weird how Future and Russell Wilson are Eskimo brothers.
And she's a juicy mama. Big girl.
That's weird.
Like so much personality.
All right. So that's going on. And then this is a very strange headline. I don't even know how serious this is.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Well, it's not that serious because it's celebrity news, but...
Taylor Swift always minds her manners as the singer arrives at Arrowhead Stadium on November 10th to watch boyfriend Travis Kelce's Kansas City Chiefs game. She politely corrects her security who had a simple request for photographers snapping her pic.
She just walks in thinking it's all about her. And I know it is, but she's so bratty.
As captured in a video shared on social media by a local sports radio station, when the superstar
Sports Radio 810
enters the stadium, her security yells, "Guys, stay back," though Taylor quickly intercepts the request.
Get it? Intercepts.
With this simple correction.
Guys, stay back. Stay back.
Stay back. The princess is coming through.
Stay back, please.
Tay always proving you can never be so clever you forget to be kind.
I love these celebrity news reporters that just kiss her ass. I'm like, God, I don't even think she's that attractive. And she's never the problem.
The mega pop star arrived with her mom, Andrea Swift, to support her NFL star boyfriend. As the Chiefs played against the Denver Broncos on November 10th, for the game, Taylor turns heads in a red checkered tweed suit set.
I love when they kiss her ass. She just looks like any other woman you see out and about. I think it's because she's a good singer. I'm telling you, I know people don't like hearing this, especially Swifties, but if you're attracted to men and you don't get it, if she was a girl at the bar, she's like the fourth girl you talk to. She's not that pretty. I know that sounds mean, but...
With a black corset underneath, paired with black knee-high boots and a matching handbag. She keeps her hair simple for the game.
All right, good. I'm glad she kept her hair simple. It's such important news.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Ben Affleck is getting candid about his past acting roles. During an interview with Deadline alongside his pal Matt Damon, published November 8th, the Air director addresses the box office failure of his and Jennifer Lopez's 2003 film, Gigli.
I remember that was just the punchline of 03. Morning radio, late night TV, that was the joke.
And why he still feels a bit guilty about it today. Telling the outlet, "I've been in movies like Gigli, that's a famous example. I got a big cash payday for that. Well, it doesn't feel right in retrospect because they lost money." In fact, Ben and Matt's company, Artist Equity, seeks to, quote, reimagine the relationship between studios, actors, and distributors.
Yeah, it has to be weird when you work really hard on a movie and it just bombs. I wonder if they know halfway through what's going to happen.
Ensuring that sort of inequity doesn't occur in its films. Adding about Gigli, it wasn't the biggest money-losing movie in history, even though it was the most famous bomb in history, perhaps. Nonetheless, that
I mean, the movie Ishtar's another one.
Doesn't sit right with me. And while other
and Catwoman
films have lost more in earnings, Ben is right. Few box office bombs are as famous as his and J-Lo's 2003 film. The $72 million
I kind of want to see it now.
Project only nets $7 million in sales.
That's like 1/10.
And the Argo star previously shared that the fame surrounding the flop stemmed from his early aughts relationship with J-Lo. As he told Entertainment Weekly back in 2022, "The truth about that movie and what it taught me was how much everything around a movie sort of dictates the way people see it."
Yeah, unfortunately, perception is reality sometimes, but if you just keep working hard and you prove people wrong, anything can happen. So I'm not saying like if they would have proved people wrong, the movie would have done better, but I feel like the movie really never had a chance. And it definitely had to piss off the people that took the movie very seriously.
But for being a movie that's such a famous bomb and a disaster, very few people actually saw the movie. Going on to note about
That's a good point.
About his and Jennifer's relationship, I had begun having this relationship with Jennifer Lopez, which was selling a lot of magazines and appeared to generate a lot of enthusiasm.
That's a very unique word, the word magazine. I mean, I haven't read one in forever. I used to love Entertainment Weekly.
Adding
Ryan Hoppe liking celebrity news? No.
From the studio's perspective, they just predictably latched on to, they want a romantic comedy. They want the two of them together. More of that.
All right. So there is that. And then there is this right here. This is very strange.
The big screen version of Wicked, starring Ariana Grande, is expected to be a huge holiday hit with plenty of product tie-ins, but not the tie-in Mattel accidentally put on their Wicked-themed dolls. Stephen Fabian explains.
The highly anticipated blockbuster film Wicked is hitting a gigantic marketing oops. The epic musical fantasy film opens next week, but today we're learning there is something wickedly wrong with the packaging for its movie tie-in doll.
You're gonna be popular.
I gotta skip over that because it can't be right.
Revo, who channeled their on-screen characters at the LA premiere over the weekend. They also gave a thumbs up to the dolls being marketed in their likeness.
It's perfect.
The dolls look adorable, but look at the packaging. The website listed is wicked.com, which links to a pornographic website.
Oops.
It was supposed to show the film's official website.
Well, yeah, I don't think they were trying to show a DP.
Wickedmovie.com.
Toymaker Mattel is apologizing for a Wicked typo.
You know Wicked.com loves this attention.
It's a porn website. Mattel blamed the mix-up on an unfortunate error.
The boxes are in stores nationwide.
Honestly, I think them drawing attention to it is a bigger problem.
It's destined to be one of the hottest toys this Christmas.
I am so excited.
Today, Mattel is apologizing, saying it deeply regrets the misprint and is...
Of course they do. What are they going to say? We love that site.
...taking immediate action to remedy this.
Yeah, you have a lot of toys, though, you made. It's going to be hard to remedy.
Meanwhile, the dolls are being pulled from stores including Target, Walmart, Amazon, Kohl's, and Best Buy.
You know the ones that have Wicked.com are going to be like a collector's item.
I do not think this mishap is going to affect the box office.
Okay, thanks for letting us know. 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Is Rihanna retiring?
Welcome to TMZ Live, Harvey Levin here.
Courtney Ducette here.
We are going to have a moment of silence because... Welcome to TMZ Live, Harvey Levin here.
Courtney Ducette here.
We are going to have a moment of silence because Rihanna seems to be done with music from...
No, I think she just wants to get out of the business. She was perfect.
Good. That is the simple, sad fact. She, as much as announced it in Barbados for an event for her Fenty line, which frankly is her moneymaker right now.
It is. I mean, it got her over $1 billion.
Got her over $1 billion. I think she's worth like 1.4 billion now. And most of it's Fenty. Mm-hmm. So, look, she has not produced an album since 2016.
That was almost 10 years ago.
And it doesn't look like we're going to get any more music from Rihanna.
I honestly kind of respect that.
That is very disappointing as a Rihanna fan.
So here's what she told the crowd over at Fenty in Barbados.
I want to say music was the thing that got the attention. But God had other plans for me, and I was able to create.
Don't say the word God. Just say you didn't want to be around scumbags in the music business. Not everything's about God.
In ways that were like very sincere and genuine or organic and authentic to the things that I love. So it doesn't even feel like a job.
That's good.
I know her fans want more music, but they just got to let it go. Like I said, her last album came out in January of 2016, almost 9 years ago. It's not going to happen. If it ever does, just be happy that it did, but just assume, no, you are never, ever, ever getting a new Rihanna song.
If I may quote Taylor, we are never, ever, ever getting back together. 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com.
To a city near you.
TMZ's got every freaking thing. Big celebs, big stories, big events.
Lenny Kravitz posted this gym workout video. He's wearing leather.
The problem is TMZ doesn't have different chapters for their audio, so I'm having to skip through it. But you're also an hour and 55 minutes in, so let's just hang out.
Leather tight pants. He's also wearing boots and a mesh shirt.
Only he can pull this off.
It's TMZ.
That voice is legendarily annoying, kind of like mine.
So when you open a Mexican restaurant, one of the things you tout is maybe that the tortillas are fire roasted, but not that the restaurant is fire roasted.
Yeah.
And that happened to Mark Wahlberg this week on the eve of the grand opening of his restaurant, Flecha. It is the second in what he hopes is going to be a gigantic chain of Mexican restaurants all over the country.
I wonder if it's good or if it's just because of his name.
There was a fire there. And I got to say, from the outside, it looked pretty devastating.
Looks terrifying.
By the way, the food looks delicious.
Incredible.
Just look at that. I
Kiss his ass a little more.
mean, it looks cataclysmic. Turns out sometimes
That's a big word.
looks can be deceiving. It looks like this restaurant is fine, but we want to hear more about it. So Mark is joining us right now. Mark,
What up, brah? I love the movie Max Payne. I was one of the two.
you know, everybody says when you open a restaurant, it's fire. This one was literal, wasn't it?
You know, I mean, it was a very unfortunate incident, but it was contained. It was a fire pit that malfunctioned. But we now literally have the hottest restaurant in the world, no pun
I like that.
intended.
He's awesome. I would love to meet him.
So it's called Flecha. You had the grand opening last night. By the way, I know it was a fire pit. Some of the video, it looked pretty bad. What happened?
Well, you see also the reflection in the window there. It makes it look like the fire is inside the building, but it was actually just outside on the patio. I mean, we were literally open an hour later.
Yeah, no one was injured during it.
No, nobody was injured, thank God. And our grand opening went off last night without a hitch.
So
Hell yeah.
this is the second one. You have one in Huntington Beach. You are a real restaurant guy. I mean, you've been doing this all over the country.
Yeah, I mean, we've got 112 Wahlburgers right now. Almanove, which is our first
I've never had that. Let me know if it's good. 856-49-HOPPE.
restaurant, which is named after my mom. Right, I see her reflection. Oh, it's over there. I'm backwards here. But yeah, we found a wonderful operator for our entire restaurant business, and we decided to open up some other cool things. Everything obviously is chef driven. I'm not making any of the food, creating the menus.
Yeah, you're not. It's just your name.
I'm in business with really smart people who are really good at what they do and have,
It must be nice to just have such a big name that you can make whatever you want.
30, 40 years experience in the business.
Okay, so I got to ask you this because I love Mexican food, and it can either be really kind of or it can be awesome. And we're in Los Angeles, in East LA. You can just find great Mexican food. I know Danny Trejo's in the space now. So sell it to us. What draws you here?
The best of the best. I mean, the food, the experience. First thing you walk
It does look good.
in the door, you're welcomed with a welcome margarita. But the food is top notch. I won't say where we got our friends from, but our chefs and our partners are from some of the best high-end Mexican restaurants in the country. And what we wanted to do is actually partner up with them. So we're
All right, so there's that. He's just a billboard for Mark Wahlberg. Let's talk about Martha Stewart.
Martha. Going after Martha because...
Let me rewind. It's about Martha's ex. I wish they would, label each segment.
The wife of Martha Stewart's ex-husband is going after Martha. Going after Martha because of Martha's Netflix documentary where she roasts her ex-husband, Andy, somebody she was married.
Yeah, she seems like a sociopath. Like Martha kind of got that resurgence with her wine, which is pretty good. And maybe that she hooked up with Snoop Dogg and that she went to the Justin Bieber roast 10 years ago. But my goodness, she is unlikable. It's almost like she's a criminal.
For almost 30 years. By the way, this was 30 years ago since they divorced. Martha said, here's what Martha said.
Young women, listen to my advice. If you're married and your husband starts to cheat on you, he's a piece of get out of that marriage.
But what if you do it? Again, this is this thing that women are doing now where they think when they cheat, it's acceptable.
Didn't you have an affair early on? Yeah, but I don't think Andy ever knew about that.
Oh, it's different when I do it.
I love that line for some reason.
I know. So Martha has talked about this some, and she's talked about it before. But Shyla, Andy's wife of now many years, has had it. And she decided to go public with her disdain toward Martha. Prior to this happy chapter of his life, Andy had some dark ones, including a painful and abusive marriage to Martha, as in Martha Stewart, which ended almost 40 years ago. I thought it was...
At least it wasn't a longer relationship.
1990. Well, I guess, yeah, 35. While Andy quietly moved on and forward with his life, it appears that Martha continues to publicly relitigate the marriage. We both wish everyone, including Martha herself, the experience of loving and being loved deeply and fully, and the peace that comes from such a love.
I mean, Martha had to know that something was coming, right? They were going to respond to this.
Well, look.
Yeah, she thinks she's untouchable.
Look, I can understand Shiloh wanting to respond and defend her husband, but this was a 29-year marriage that Martha Stewart had with Andy, and it's every bit as much her story to tell as it is his. So I don't begrudge Martha for talking about her 29-year marriage and maybe even taking a few pot shots at Andy. I thought it was fair game.
Yeah, of course you got that contrarian at TMZ.
I know, yeah, she's doing a documentary about her life. She's going to have to speak about their marriage. It was 29 years.
Speaking of documentaries, we did an episode of Objectified with Martha.
All right, whatever. Then we got this. We are 2 hours in.
Welcome back to TMZ Live. So, TGI Fridays has a dilemma. They have declared bankruptcy, Chapter 11, which is reorganizing the company. They are borrowing around $6 million to restructure. The problem is, a lot of people are panicked when they hear bankruptcy, that maybe they'll close down. There are $50 million in gift cards that are outstanding right now. So what does that mean for TGI Fridays trying to reorganize?
That is not good at all for them.
When there's this wave of people coming in with gift cards. We are going to follow the money with our buddy Damon John. He's joining us again. Damon, welcome back.
He's my favorite part of the Shark Tank series.
Damon.
What's happening? Thanks for having me.
$50 million.
They're
going to swarm these restaurants, and nobody's going to pay cash. They're going to be cashing in these cards.
Yeah, well, historically that has happened. People swarm, and I want to make sure consumers understand this. If you got the card at Walgreens or something else like that, that's not their responsibility. But TGI Fridays is responsible for this. Now, people don't know that that's really the big business. I think that Starbucks has $1.3 billion in gift cards.
I have like $7 left on Starbucks
out there because they do not have to comply like a bank, and now they're using your money to invest. However, on the flip side of that, these gift cards are $25, $100, and you know how many people lost them, how many people don't have them anymore.
Whatever. So they're talking about gift cards. Not that interesting. And then this is another moment with Martha Stewart here. I'm going to try to go for 3 hours. Martha Stewart was on Drew Barrymore's show, where Drew Barrymore always gets all touchy with people, which I bet she's really touchy during sex. And Martha tells her not to do it.
Makes you soft and gooey, though.
What makes me soft and gooey? Soft and gooey.
Yeah,
Treatment.
Soft and gooey treatment.
Yes.
When you're treated like a lady.
Nice.
And it shows Drew rubbing her back.
Someone comes in and...
You're the wrong gender.
I know.
I feel like Martha loves sex. I bet she'd be good at it. All right. Let me see what we got here. Jessica Simpson, friend and associate, contacted 2 divorce lawyers. That's interesting. Ray J claims someone shot at him. Ray J always seems like there's something going on with him. He's got to be so mad that he didn't really get that famous off of the sex tape with Kim.
Just tried to shoot me and tried to kill me, and you want me to apologize?
Why would someone want to kill Ray J? He's had a hard life as it is. If he had one wish.
Fuck you. Just tried to shoot me.
I love how they beeped out the other words, but then they kept in fuck you. Strange.
And tried to kill me, and you want me to apologize?
All right. Someone needs to get on his medicine. 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Normally, I would keep talking, but I gotta go to the bathroom. I drank some kava, and I gotta go.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
When that music comes in, it gets loud.
Swizzy!
Yes!
This is a You Heard That New World premiere.
Hands up, high up, hands up, hands up, hands up, high up.
Be very different now. Swizzy!
Hands up, hands up, hands up, high up, hands up, hands up, hands up, high up.
I need everybody to put your hands up, wave them side to side right quick for me.
Slow down, hope you kill them,
yeah. You would think I was on roids. I've been hitting so long, and I'm a big-headed boy. Nah, we ain't on HGH, though I might pick up some weight when I'm running through your state. Nah, we ain't on the clear, we on the runway in back-to-back live. Dismiss no more drama, and Barack Obama rhymes feel honest. I put my life on these tracks, you act like y'all wanna pay me for the
how you get this?
Luckily my therapy is the rap. I just bare my soul, I don't expect nothing back. You all welcome, long as you felt I was gon' get mine. You know where the hell I'm from. I'm from the bottom, so I do this from the diapers. Quick fast, turn the Big Apple into cider. I do this, I'm a writer and a writer. I spew it cause I'm nicer, but I do this for the lifers. I'm a writer and a writer. I spew it cause I'm nicer, but I do it for the lifers. You welcome. Your hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up higher.
Only at YouHeardThatNew.com.
You probably never see again somebody so deadly via the pen. Viva Jovito Padino, muy bien. Big up to Biggie and Pac, I do it for them. Until I reach Khalik, I do it for him. Do it for those who can't do for self, due to the pen. May these bars reach through your bar. And mine, when Mary sing, it heals your heart. Cause solely stands feel you are. Love is a battlefield, we all get scars. I put my heart into this. This is much more than marketed music. The reason I gotta market to do this is people going through pain. I'm just walking.
Damn, Loki, where the hell you find this one?
This ain't no marketed music. People going through pain. I'm just talking them through it. Welcome.
Just to see you smile and enjoy yourself.
Everybody get your hands up.
Hands up, hands up, higher. Hands up, hands up, hands up, higher.
Sounds so beautiful, don't you agree?
Slow down, hope you kill them. If you're traveling for your love, this would all be a dream, and you made our dreams come true. That's why y'all don't need to thank us, cause we do this all for you. Talk to Mary. We knew what you were going through. Because we were going through it too. When no one seemed to understand, we were always there to hold you down.
Sure, I taught you I watch brands and watch bands. I also said watch the man hopping out of vans. I ain't only teach you about Ibiza. I taught you how to fish and not let other niggas feed you.
For all of y'all, keeping y'all in hell, just to see you smile and enjoy yourself. You all are welcome, you all are welcome, you all are welcome. Everybody say
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by the best printing company in all of the Bay Area, that being westchaseprinting.com. When I tell you they are the best around, I'm a man of my words. Posters, business cards, yard signs, whatever the hell you need printed up, westchaseprinting.com is the place to be. Good night. Good night. At westchaseprinting.com, tell them I sent you, okay? Does that make sense? I'm glad we have it figured out.
And now, something completely different. It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
So my dad told me 11 years ago, I had a show called Hoppe and Super Rich, and he told me that I had these radio DJs give me rejoiners, but it said, you're listening to the Hoppe and Super Rich show? And he's like, what if Hoppe and Super Rich doesn't exist? And I was like, you don't know what you're talking about. And then 10 years later, I'm trying to use these drops. Here are my editing skills on this.
What's up? This is Chris Dam from the Two Guys Named Chris show on Rock 92 in Winston-Salem, and you're listening to the Hoppe Show.
I tried. The Hoppe Show. But when you have a legend like Chris Dam of the Two Guys Named Chris show, you got to keep it around.
Stuck in gridlock? Let Hoppe Hour be your escape from the brake lights.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Spin the dial, tune in. It's Hoppe Hour show. Out of Tampa Bay where the good vibes flow. Ryan Hoppe got the scoop, hot gossip and toast. Celebrity news, dating tips, we all in the know. Hoppe Hour with Ryan is the place to be.
Oh, sure.
Celebrity buzz, the love line's free. 85-649-4673. Call up, spill your tea, live on the frequency. Talking about stars, scandals, and affairs. From Hollywood Hills to K-pop flicks.
856.
Embrace it down, no
49 Nobby.
Let's get your dose.
856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com.
Love, spill your tea, live on the frequency. Talking about stars, scandals, and affairs. From Hollywood Hills to K-pop flares. Ryan breaks it down, no drama he spares.
70 downloads. 70 downloads.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Ashley Simpson responds to the breakup rumors surrounding her sister, Jessica Simpson.
Every time I look at Ashley Simpson, I think about her SNL screw-up in 2004.
The singer sets the record straight and doesn't mince words when asked by TMZ if there is any truth to the breakup speculation surrounding sis Jessica Simpson and hubby Eric Johnson.
Yeah.
While on a walk with husband Evan Ross, the outlet asks Ashley about the rumors, to which she simply responds, no. It comes amid fan speculation about Jessica's marriage to the former NFL star and that it might be on
Trust me, he wasn't that much of a star.
the rock.
They use that word so much in these reports.
The pop star has been spotted without her wedding ring as of
Yeah, they definitely broke up.
late, and fans have noticed that Eric hasn't made as many appearances on Jess's social media as
That's what happens whenever you promote your ex over and over again on social media. People start to go, where's the ex at? Where's the ex at? Which is why you should keep it private. Some things should be sacred.
he usually does. He was last pictured in an Easter photo dump. The couple, who has been married since 2014, shares 3 kids together.
Yeah, hopefully they're good at co-parenting.
Plus, a recent cryptic post from Jessica about her new music raised eyebrows. As the singer wrote, this comeback is personal. It's an apology to myself for putting up with everything I did not deserve.
Oh my goodness, this is the trend that I talk about of women never taking accountability. Not all women, but the ones that make posts like that.
The open book author recently marked 7 years of sobriety.
That's good. We talked about that before. Let's talk about Benny Blanco.
Selena Gomez is proud of her man. The Only Murders in the Building star had a romantic reaction to Benny Blanco's shout-out in People's Sexiest Man Alive issue. Sel celebrated her boyfriend's news with a loved-up message on her Instagram story, writing, "Not only do you love me unconditionally, you always get me my Taco Bell Mexican pizza." In her next slide, she also tagged Benny underneath a loving quote by William C. Hannon, which read, "I still haven't figured out how to sit across from you and not be madly in love with everything you do." It turns out, Benny goes way beyond fast food runs to make his superstar girlfriend feel loved.
Yeah, the word fast food and runs definitely makes sense.
In the music producer's interview with People, he revealed he actually learned how to make his own version of Taco Bell's signature meat since it is a favorite of Selena's.
I forget what celebrity said it, but they said that like Benny Blanco's good at cooking, and that's some real BD.
Telling the outlet, I've practiced a lot, and I think it's pretty indistinguishable now if you put them side by side. It's
probably better.
So many things you have to do. Part of the meat is kind of blended. It's disgusting, but it's delicious. I do it all from scratch. Adding, even if you're terrible at cooking, your partner will like it because you did it. Ask your partner what they want to eat. Don't try to cook them what you want to eat.
That's very smart. He's a giver. I bet he goes down on her and does very well.
If you don't know how to cook it, learn it. If you don't know how to learn, get it from Postmates and put it on a plate and pretend you cooked it. No,
sense of humor.
Lying is bad. We never lie. Especially if you're a guy. We're disgusting. No one should even look at us. Try to be chivalrous. Tell her how pretty she is. Chivalry is not dead. Not only is he perfecting homemade Taco Bell, the 36-year-old has also whipped up other gourmet meals for sale. In April, he documented himself cooking up the perfect steak for his girlfriend on TikTok.
So she's working today. So my plan is I'm going to make her the best steak dinner she's ever had. Put it in a little Tupperware.
I wonder if Bieber watches this and goes, man, I really dropped the ball.
Tiptoe into her work, sneak in, and then just fully surprise her. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but I like to add French's mustard to my steak before I season it because it helps it stick a little bit better.
Mustard and steak should never be together.
And I like to throw mine on the smoker, and it gives it almost like a brisket taste. All right, on the smoker. All right, we're making Caesar salad. If you're not making homemade croutons, you're an idiot. Everyone knows the only thing that matters is
all right, it's pictures of him or videos of him cooking. Whatever.
Benny Blanco loves Selena Gomez like a love song. The music producer savors every moment he gets to spend with girlfriend Selena, but it's the earliest hours of the day that he finds the most special. Telling People magazine in an interview published November 11th, I'm a real morning person. It's my favorite time to spend with Sel because we both wake up really early.
I'm the opposite. I hate mornings.
It's like our moment before the rest of the world wakes up. I have a true best friend that I get to do everything in the world with, and every day is the best day of my life.
Hopefully they're together forever and ever.
While Benny loves the simple moments with the Amelia Perez actress, he also shared that when it comes to date nights,
yeah, they post a lot of selfies of them making out. Hopefully they don't break up.
the couple likes to think outside of the box and go above and beyond. I go all out for every date. We go all out for each other. One time Sel was like, oh, I want to take you on a date. We drove somewhere and she had rented out a whole botanical garden for me.
That's pretty cute.
Before continuing, she also likes something so simple. For Valentine's Day,
it says about the Taco Bell report. A lot of times these sites have multiple things at the or not multiple things, but they'll have the same info as another interview. So let's not do that. CNN will axe top stars in layoff that will see hundreds fired as ratings continue to tank. CNN, there's something about Fox News, even though I don't agree with it, there's something half entertaining about it, but CNN is just crybaby TV, and it drives me absolutely, positively nuts. There's just something so fake about it. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Follow me on TikTok at Ryan Hoppe Radio. So Michael Strahan did not put his hand over his heart during the national anthem on the Fox pregame show, and everybody got mad, and he addressed it. He returned on Tuesday morning to Good Morning America, and about 15 minutes into the Tuesday episode, the host turned their attention to the NFL before they spoke about it. He went on to say, just as I honor my father, I keep all of you, each and every one of you, in my thoughts, and would not have the safety and freedoms we cherish without you. His peers have his back and understand that he wasn't making it a moment about himself. This isn't going to be some type of punishment or fine going Michael's way. But he did make it about himself. He didn't put his arm over his heart. It's the stupidest thing you can do. I don't get it. Like, you can be mad all you want that Trump didn't win, but when you're not showing love to America, you're being a baby. Mm-hmm.
When Mackenzie Van Eyck was in 4th grade way back in 1998, her class got a fun assignment.
The assignment was to write a letter and then roll that letter up, put it inside of a bottle, seal it away, and then throw it into the water.
The kids threw their bottles into the lake. Now get this, 26 years later, the message in a bottle showed up out of nowhere. It was passed along to a teacher who read it to her classroom.
My teacher just read the whole note, and at the very end, she said the name.
And whose name was it? It was her mom's. What are the odds that the note written by Mackenzie when she was a 4th grader would all these years later end up being read to her daughter in the 4th grade?
That's cool.
It seems pretty unbelievable, honestly.
Roland St. Pierre was mom's teacher in 1998 at St. John the Baptist Elementary School in Ontario, Canada. What was your reaction when you found out that one of these letters from your students was found?
Actually, I was a little emotional.
This letter is coming from Mackenzie Morris. My letter is about water in the Great Lakes.
All right, that's cool. And then there's this.
It's shocking video of a 70-year-old man being thrown to the ground during a traffic stop. The Oklahoma City Police Department has since put the officer on administrative leave while an internal investigation is underway.
The cop will be back on the job in 2 weeks. Cops protect their own. Always.
I'll have to write you a ticket for improper U-turn.
Video of their exchange was released by the department.
Yeah.
At first, it seems like a calm conversation. The officer asks him to sign the ticket.
No, I didn't make a U-turn. Sorry. Let me clarify, okay?
But the driver appears to disagree and starts to walk away.
Hey, you are the police.
Yes.
So you know
okay.
How many cars?
We are done, sir? No.
Why is the dude walking away? That's very boomer of him.
We are not arguing about this, okay?
I want to show you.
We argue in court. We argue in court.
You take the phone and...
We argue in court.
No,
we don't.
Cops always repeat themselves.
Argue on the side of the road. We argue in court. Yes.
We heard you.
That's how it works. Because if not, if you don't sign this, you go to jail. Okay? I don't want to take you to jail.
I'm ready to go to jail.
You ready to go to jail?
As they continue to debate the ticket, the driver seems to tap the back of his hand on the officer's chest. And that's when the officer throws him down.
And then he throws him to the ground. Like, it's not good that the guy touched him, but the dude's 70, bro. God, cops make other cops look so bad. Like, this pig makes all cops look bad.
Get on the ground.
And handcuffs him.
Pig.
Yeah, I'm going to call an ambulance.
In a statement, the police department said there was a use of force, and he sustained serious injuries that required hospitalization.
As dumb as that boomer was, that was not cool about a cop.
It added that the department is dedicated to transparency and accountability.
No, it's not. They'll protect their own.
We want our community to know that this case is being thoroughly investigated, and the review process will take time to complete.
Yeah, it'll take time because they're going to sweep it under the rug where people will forget about it. That's how it always goes.
Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly's family is growing. The 38-year-old actress announced on Instagram on November 11th that she is expecting a baby with her fiancé. The Jennifer's Body star shared a photo of her covered in black paint and cradling her baby bump, writing, "Nothing is ever really lost. Welcome back." She also shared a black and white photo of her pregnancy test that confirmed she was pregnant.
Man, it really depends on where you are in life. Some people want to see that positive test. Some people don't.
Megan has previously been open about her journey to having a child with MGK, revealing in her book of poetry in 2023 that she suffered a pregnancy loss. She also spoke about that difficult time while chatting with Good Morning America.
I had never been through anything like that before in my life. I have 3 kids.
Man, Megan was one of the reasons I'm heterosexual. That car wash scene and Transformers.
So it was very difficult for both of us. And it sent us on a very wild journey together and separately and together and apart and together and apart and together and apart, trying
to
navigate what does this mean and why did this happen.
Megan and MGK met on a movie set in 2021 and got engaged in 2022. MGK is dad to 15-year-old Cassie Colson Baker, whom
I think he's going to be a great dad. I met MGK when I was working for Rover's Morning Glory and talked to him for an hour, and he is an awesome dude. Colton Baker and MGK are two different dudes. That's his real name.
he shares with his ex, Emma Cannon. Megan and her ex, Brian Austin Green, are parents to 11-year-old Noah, 10-year-old Bodie, and 7-year-old Journey. Access Hollywood spoke to Megan and MGK in 2022 at the Billboard Music Awards, and the actress revealed when her mom knew he was the guy for her.
Yeah, I get to perform a song I wrote about her. Actually, 2 years ago today, on this exact day, I wrote this song and played it for her.
Wow. Megan, a man has never written a song about me, girl. How does that feel?
The first time he wrote it for me and I ran home and my mom happened to be staying with me at the time. And I was like, Mom, listen, Colson just wrote me this song and I played it for her.
She got the LA vocal fry.
And she was like, well, that's my future son-in-law. I know that right away. As soon as
Hey. Hey, I love hearing that. All right. And then there's this.
Brian Austin Green is focusing on his present. Shortly after his ex-wife Megan Fox shares that she and fiancé Machine Gun Kelly are expecting, the Beverly Hills 90210 alum and his fiancée Sharna Burgess had their own sweet messages for each other. The Dancing with the Stars pro posts a throwback video to her Instagram stories November 11th featuring Brian and his music video for his single You Send Me from his 1996 album One Stop Carnival. She captions the video, quote, "That's my man." Brian reshares the video to his own account and took a moment to praise Sharna, with whom he shares 2-year-old Zane, adding a red heart emoji and writing, "I love you, baby." He adds, quote, "Nothing better than finding someone that truly supports you."
I wonder when they're going to break up because whenever you have to post about your ex, especially when your ex is, or not about your ex, but when you're posting about your girlfriend after your ex is pregnant, you're looking for attention.
I wish that for everyone. The post came hours after Megan and MGK, who got engaged in 2022, revealed her pregnancy by posting a pregnancy test and a photo of herself holding her baby bump to Instagram with the caption, quote, "Nothing is ever really lost. Welcome back."
All right, we know about that. Do-do-do. I do. Oh, yeah. Got so much going on in the NBA. New Orleans Pelicans lose Jose Alvarado for weeks after losing Zion Williamson, Dejounte Murray, CJ McCollum, Herb Jones, and Jordan Hawkins. Things are not going well for the NBA right now. There are so many injuries. It is crazy. Damian Lillard is also injured. He enters NBA concussion protocol. And Klay Thompson feels rejuvenated. I got to look forward as he returns to the Bay Area with the Mavericks tonight. There just seems to be a lot of injuries this year. And then here is Walt Frazier from the Knicks. He's the only New York Knick in the last 50 years to win a championship. I love this book, but he said this about Caitlin Clark, which feels a little racist and out there.
There she is, sitting courtside, Caitlin Clark. You know, when you think she doesn't look that formidable. I could stop her. Just put a ball in her hand.
Yeah, can you imagine if someone said that about Angel Reese? You would be crying racism, but when it's her, it's acceptable. Get the hell out of here. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. This show is for the hard-working average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you live in the U.S. or the U.K. As long as you're listening to my show, that is all that matters. We are on TikTok at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Give me a follow there and much more. We will be right back on Hoppe Hour after this. Do not touch their radio dial or that streaming device, however the hell you're listening. We'll be right back. Hang on.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Maybach music.
Mary Jane Flower, Mary Jane Flower. Mary Jane's Flower, Mary Jane's Flower. That kush, that kush, that kush, that kush, that kush, that kush. I know that kush, that kush, that kush, that kush, that kush. Mary Jane's Flowers. I don't smoke no Reggie, I don't smoke no mid. I'm always fucking high. So much we might have kids, and while you babysitting the blunt, that's that shit I don't like. Looking for one of these bad bitches to come ride me like a turnpike on some real shit. I'm a pothead. Please don't blow my high, man. Look into my eyes and it look like I'm from Thailand. I am smoking on that gas. Life should be on Cinemax. Smoking on that OG and that double R. I'm real relaxed. I smoke so much kill, they call me killer. Man, I'm on that strong bodybuilder. Like that shit and pass it. My white girl on that acid, but me, I'm on that kush, that kush. Don't you? And I got a big bouquet of Mary Jane's Flower. Yeah, Mary Jane's Flower, Mary Jane's Flower. Don't play fuck with me. And I got a big bouquet of Mary Jane's Flower, Mary Jane's Flower, Mary Jane's Flowers. That kush, 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 that kush. Mary Jane's Flowers.
Bel-Air bottle, big bubba bouquet. And by the look at my paint, man, it's a wonderful spray. Sucker tryna fuck my high up on a sucker-free day. I told that sucker park your whip, cause this a sucker-free lane. Harry Hoover, Hussein, kick-ass weed, Wu-Tang. Bees for big on the Bentley, can't squeeze through lanes. Raw papers in Jamaica, eat some Aki roller acre. I be hippie blitz, trippy sticks, activate the vapors. And this anthrax wax, give you asthma attacks. I'm a smoker, use a choker, gon' and pass that back. Lighting weed, that's my dope style. Eyes lower than my profile. This ain't hit your lung, your car both out.
And I got a big bouquet of Mary Jane's Flowers, Mary Jane's Flowers, Mary Jane's Flowers. And I got a big bouquet of Mary Jane's Flowers, Mary Jane's Flowers, Mary Jane's Flowers. That kush, 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 that kush. Mary Jane's Flowers. And I got a big bouquet of Mary Jane's Flowers, Mary Jane's Flowers, Mary Jane's Flowers.
Cushion and swisher, couldn't be sweeter. I'm talking P80 mine, the TAC off the meter. I spark 'em up in the theater. Cloud so thick, heavy on real estate. House your bitch, black bottle for boss. I'm burning like Biggie, Bob Marley and Ziggy. My niggas, we run the city. It's a very thin line, you can candy paint mine. All I want is Chevys and the best kush I could find. 60 in the bank, another 100 on my mind. When we started out with Reggie, we were barely getting dimes. We were barely getting dimes. Now all we fuck is dimes.
And I got a big bouquet of Mary Jane's Flowers, Mary Jane's Flowers, Mary Jane's Flowers. And I got a big bouquet of Mary Jane's Flowers, Mary Jane's Flowers, Mary Jane's Flowers.
That kush, that kush, that kush,
that kush, that kush, that kush. And you know we on that kush, that kush, that kush. You know we on that kush, that kush. Mary Jane's Flowers.
70 downloads. 70 downloads. 70 downloads. 70 downloads.
Don't pass it if it ain't that kush. That kush.
70 downloads.
Hoppe Hour will be right back. Hoppe Hour will be right back. Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by all my sponsors. DZBZ Honey at dzbzhoney.com. Best Delta 8 CBD honey around. At checkout, use keyword Hoppe, Hoppe. This is also being brought to you by Fortify.com, Fortifeye.com. At checkout, use keyword Ryan20 to save 20% on the best pre and post workout around. This is also being brought to you by counselingoncall.net. Today I talked to my mental health therapist, Jay, and I feel much better. If you need help with your mental health, who doesn't? Go to counselingoncall.net. This is also being brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at amiracademy.com. It's also being brought to you by westchaseprinting.com, the best printing company in all the Bay Area. And Rich Cayley, Master Barbershop at richkbarber.com. If you are looking to be a sponsor on Hoppe Hour, email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Now, before we get back to the show, I treat this show like a radio show in a podcast format, and I play this quite often. This is the greatest commercial of all time in Chicago radio.
Man said, what? You're celebrating the new year? Grand Poobah, you're still celebrating? Oh, with incredible deals on every new 06 and 07 Mitsubishi, including the all-new 07 Outlander. That's outselling, outpricing, outseating, out everything the competition. Plus there's 0% financing on new 06 and 07 Mitsubishi, or cashback from $1,000 to $6,000 to qualified buyers. That is something to toot your horn about. Max Madsen.
Greatest commercial ever.
But you're not crazy.
He's bad, but you'll be glad when you meet Max Madsen. He's mad, he's bad, Max Madsen.
Max Madsen Mitsubishi in Downers Grove, Countryside, and Aurora. Shop online at maxmadsen.com. Mitsubishi Motors, driven to thrill.
Listen to me, Randy. It doesn't matter what you look like on the outside, whether you're white,
Aquatine,
or black, or Sasquatch even. As long as you follow your dream, no matter how crazy or against the law it is. Except for Sasquatch. If you're Sasquatch, the rules are different.
Forget it, Meatwad. I'm a circus freak. That's all I'll ever be.
Whatever.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Hey, this is Lex from the Lex and Terry Radio Network. We've been around a long time, which is code for old as F.
Back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Hoppe in the morning. Tune in and you'll see Ryan Hoppe's got the magic. It's live on your frequency. Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear. Join us for the laughter, music and good vibes. Ryan's got the answers to brighten up your ride. Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear. News and jokes together.
Yeah.
Make your mornings bright.
Oh, sure.
Live with Ryan Hoppe. We're setting things.
I'm a fun roommate. Just not with my exes.
Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear.
856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. And you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. We might go for another hour or another 20 minutes. You never know. Well, actually, you'll know because it'll show how long it is on Spotify. Search Happy Radio.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
A Wheel of Fortune contestant is going viral for his hilariously wrong answer.
Yeah, I feel like I would never do well on those shows. I'm not trying to talk myself down, but it just seems kind of hard.
On the November 11th episode, Ryan Seacrest hosts a brand new trio of contestants aiming to get lucky on a spin, including Will Jordan from Connecticut. Will is on a great streak solving the first puzzle, filling up the 6-word board in the category phrase when he decides to solve the puzzle.
I like to solve the puzzle.
Okay, well, let's hear it.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
First of all, the word treat is 5 letters, and the first line is 4 letters. And the bottom word that would be sausage begins with an A and ends with a U-S-E.
Oh. I'm sorry, that's not it. Over to Katina.
I would like to solve.
Yeah, Ryan Seacrest is not bad at this. People don't like him because he takes everyone's job, but he is good.
Okay.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Yeah. That's it. Although, Will, I kind of like yours better. That sounds better than just clapping right now.
The Coast Guard veteran and 23-year police veteran who now works as a school resource officer takes the gaffe in stride.
That's from E! News. Here is Access Hollywood with more info.
I like to solve the puzzle.
Okay, well, let's hear it.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
Oh. I'm sorry, that's not it.
A Wheel of Fortune contestant took a stab at solving a puzzle, but the correct phrase had nothing to do with sausages. The contestant, whose name is Will, has gone viral after the Monday, November 11th episode when his guess was hilariously off.
I'd like to buy a U.
Well, you're going to get 3 U's.
I like to solve the puzzle.
Okay, well, let's hear it.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
Oh. I'm sorry, that's not it. Over to Katina.
I would like to solve.
Okay.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Yeah, that's it.
Though another contestant ultimately got the answer, host Ryan Seacrest did give Will a helpful shout-out.
Although, Will, I kind of like yours better. That sounds better than just clapping right now.
In a post shared to the game show's Instagram, the contestant explains to Wheel's social correspondent Maggie Sajak how,
man, she's cute, this new correspondent,
nerves got the best of him in the moment.
All right, Will.
Yeah, can you imagine being on a show? You got so much adrenaline going on. Mm-hmm.
Instagram, the contestant explains to Wheel's social correspondent Maggie Sajak how nerves got the best of him in the moment.
All right, Will, we had a little miss-solve in the first game.
Yes, we did.
That's okay. Did you walk me through how you're feeling?
Yeah, I tell you, when the lights are on and, you know, the stars and Ryan Seacrest, Vanna White, it's...
yeah, Vanna White's hot as hell.
Just went blank, but if your dad in retirement is watching the show, maybe cracks a beer and gets a laugh, it was worth it.
Okay. Yeah. It's got to be hard having Vanna White there. She's that beautiful cougar. Mm-hmm. You know, we all know that I love my cougars. Just felt like playing it.
Okay, I will make sure that we tune in that night, okay?
Great, yes.
That's a promise
Awesome.
I will make to you.
And I'm sure I'm going to have sausages in my locker and police car when I get back, so we'll try to have some fun with it.
Despite the missolve, Will was a good sport about it, and he got to go home with a special autograph from Ryan.
Okay, well, look, don't worry, you're already getting some benefits from this.
To make it out. Oh, the Jordan family, yes, of course, Jordan. Okay. I found a cue card, Maggie. So
nice.
You were amazing. We got an actual cue card.
I'm friends with a few people that work at iHeartMedia Los Angeles. I don't want to name drop. I'll just say it. It's The Woody Show, which is in like 50 cities, and I've known them since they first joined LA. And Woody's a good friend of mine, and he said he works in the same building as Ryan Seacrest, and Ryan's just a really good dude.
Really big autograph.
Yes, this is really going to be special. There you go. That's all yours.
Don't worry about it, Will.
Okay.
See, even if they put sausages in your locker now.
And he did end up solving one puzzle after giving the same letter a few tries.
650.
K.
Wow, he said that really intense. K.
No K. Will, what would you like to do? He's going to risk a spin. Okay. You're in the clear here. 800, Will.
K.
There's no K.
Man, he loves the word K. And the thing is, it says I don't know, staking out at the ocean. But on the bottom, it says at, and then the next word is T, no letter in E. So it's like obviously H. This dude was panicking.
Will.
I believe it'd be staring out at the ocean.
K.
And then it says necklines and hellness.
Yeah, there's a K.
And he loves K. All right. Riveting. Mm-hmm.
Who got killed, Beth?
My daddy.
Yellowstone fans are livid after the fate of Kevin Costner's character, John Dutton, is revealed. A warning, there are spoilers ahead.
Yeah, if you are watching this and you haven't seen it yet, skip over 5 minutes. But of course they were going to... Okay, if you're listening and you haven't watched Yellowstone yet and you love it, skip over. Of course they were going to kill him off. He's not on the show anymore. That creator backstabbed him.
Minutes into the Season 5 Part 2 premiere, the show reveals that the patriarch of Yellowstone is found dead in his bathroom with a gunshot wound to the head. Investigators determined
that is very intense.
He died by suicide. However, it's later revealed that his conniving son Jamie and his girlfriend Sarah orchestrate his father's murder.
We discussed this and you said go forward.
It was determined in May 2023, shortly before the season started shooting, that Kevin would not return to Yellowstone after Season 5, Part 1. Still, viewers slammed the Paramount Network series and creator Taylor Sheridan on social media for the way he wrote off the character. One fan angrily writes on X, formerly Twitter, quote, "John Dutton deserved to go out like a gladiator, not a victim. Completely undoes the series. I'm not a fan at all how Yellowstone handled Costner's departure." Another
Yeah, there was definitely some contention there.
Agrees, writing, quote, "Even though we know Kevin Costner wasn't supposed to come back for the rest of Yellowstone, the way to end his character was just dumbfounded and lazy. Could have been a better way, or he could have just rode off into the sunset." Other viewers pointed blame at the actor for walking away from the show in the middle of its final season. One fan writes, quote, "Anybody who's surprised that John Dutton was killed off in the first episode of this final season of Yellowstone hasn't been paying attention. Kevin Costner was too into his other project to finish the Dutton story, so Taylor Sheridan did what he had to. On to the next."
I don't know. I'm not into Westerns. I tried to watch Dead Wood like 9 times and it was boring.
When the news broke in 2023 of Kevin's departure from the show, Taylor indicated that Kevin was choosing his 3-part movie Horizon over Yellowstone, but Costner had a different story, posting a video explanation to Instagram.
I just realized that I'm not going to be able to continue season 5B or into the future.
Still, the cast of Yellowstone
Costner's got that beady.
moved on without Kevin, and as Luke Grimes, who plays Casey Dutton, one of John Dutton's other sons on the show, tells E! News exclusively that fans will ultimately love how the show wraps up.
Will they?
Feels like every year there's been some crazy new challenge.
Whatever. Then there's this.
Alec and Hilaria Baldwin stepped out with their 7 children for a fun family night.
Ew. Can you imagine having him as a dad? Never go to the gun range.
On November 11th, the group was photographed at the premiere of the Netflix film Spellbound. The couple shares daughters Ilaria, Maria, and Carmen, and sons Eduardo, Romeo, Alejandro, Leonardo, and Rafael.
It's a lot of kids.
In a group shot, their 4 eldest are standing between them, while Alec holds Maria and Hilaria holds Eduardo in their arms.
They never really brought the kids out and about, but after everything that happened with the movie, you know they're definitely trying to show the good side of Alec Baldwin.
While their youngest, 2-year-old Ilaria, was not spotted in the photos from the red carpet, the youngest Baldwin was spotted later in the evening, clutching a stuffed toy in her mom's arms.
So cute and fake.
The couple and baby were also photographed with one of the film stars, Javier Bardem. Alec and Hilaria announced back in June their family would star in a new reality TV show called The Baldwins, the duo teasing the upcoming project on their social media with a sneak peek.
Fix your posture, stand up straight. Because otherwise I'm going to look like I'm taller than you are.
I love how we just seem to overlook that she was pretending to be Hispanic. She's kind of crazy and the worst and probably pretentious.
I already said I was short.
Hi, I'm Alec Baldwin.
And I'm Ilaria Baldwin.
I bet they did 9 takes.
And we have an announcement. Let me do it again, sorry. Hi, I'm Ilaria Baldwin.
And I'm Alec Baldwin.
And we have an announcement to make.
Good God, no.
No, definitely not. We're done having kids. Bye.
Sit down.
Oh. This is about...
If there was ever a commercial to wear a condom or get a vasectomy or pull out, it'd be this sound.
This is about our show.
We're inviting you into our home to experience the ups and downs, the good, the bad, the wild.
We don't really care.
And the crazy.
Yet I'm talking about it.
Crazy.
Oh, Lord.
Home is the place we love to be most.
They probably don't scold their kids for running around, because those kids are annoying.
You say we are the bold. We are the bold.
No, we are the bold ones. We all gotta say it.
Here we go.
I got a fucking migraine listening to this.
1, 2, 3. We are the bold ones.
Oh, Lord. I am so glad I'm never going to have kids. I thought about that last night. Like, it's going to end with me because I don't have any siblings. The Hoppe legacy ends with me.
And we're coming to TLC.
The show is set to air on TLC in 2025, and according to a press release, the couple invites viewers into the home they share with their 7 growing kids. For the first time, they're opening up their family lives and bringing everyone in to join in the nonstop love, laughter, and drama.
What's funny about 6 kids with a loser father? By the way, I was thinking about it. Look at how John and Kate ended. This is not going to end well.
And just last month, we also got a brief glimpse of the family's...
Whatever. And then there's this.
You just saw my big bottle of pee.
Dwayne Johnson confesses if he really pees in bottles on set. Months ago, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was accused of bad behavior while filming his latest movie, Red One. The list of reported offenses allegedly included chronic tardiness, lack of professionalism, and peeing in bottles.
That makes me sad that he's tardy.
Now he's setting the record straight in an interview with GQ published November 11th, and the former professional wrestler says one aspect is totally true. Dwayne admits, "I pee in a bottle. Yeah, that happens." As for the reports he was late to set, The Rock says, yeah, that happens too. But Dwayne is
sounds like you do a lot of things wrong.
Quick to clarify the report had the number of hours incorrect, saying that was a bananas amount. That's crazy. Ridiculous.
How are we supposed to believe you?
And the megastar, according to the Meg, prides himself on directness and readily takes accountability in general. Dwayne tells the outlet, "I've said 1,000 times, hey, I'm here, come and ask me, and I'll tell you the truth." Overall, he describes the controversy, which also accused the actor of driving up the film's budget by $250 million with his frequent tardiness, as bullshit. And this isn't the first time Dwayne has admitted to the whole when you gotta go situation. He told Esquire in 2021, "I do pee in my water bottles, but let me give you context to that. It's not a water bottle that I've actually purchased solely for water that you wash and clean when you're done using it. These are just bottles that I'm no longer using. Usually the gyms that I work out in don't have a bathroom because they're the iron paradise. They're just hot, sweaty, and dirty."
Gross.
He added, "I usually stay pretty hydrated. I need to go to the bathroom. Not a lot, but probably a couple of times during every workout. So I break out the bottle."
All right.
In fact, Dwayne even
I've never peed in a bottle. I tried one time during a road trip, but it's just I pee so much. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'9".
accidentally shared a glimpse of his trusty portable toilet during an Instagram video in 2017.
Cool story. And then there's this.
Sean Diddy Combs is pushing back with a new court request. 1 month after the rapper was denied bail for the second time, his attorneys filed a motion November 8th requesting bail once again, arguing that changed circumstances and new evidence should allow him to be released from jail ahead of his May 5th trial.
He should not. He would flee the country.
According to documents obtained by E! News. The motion for bail claims that new evidence makes it, quote, clear that the government's case is thin. The defense also alleges that new evidence refutes the prosecution's claim that the March 2016 video of Combs physically assaulting a woman in a hotel occurred during a coerced freak-off or elaborate sex performance, as cited in the initial indictment. Instead, the motion claims that the video is a minutes-long glimpse into a complex but decade-long consensual relationship between Mr. Combs and Victim 1. Per the documents, his attorneys also argue that the new evidence refutes the prosecution's notion there was a, quote, potential second alleged victim. Combs, who was arrested in September on charges of racketeering, sex trafficking, and using transportation to engage in prostitution, has remained in custody at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York.
He's got to be losing his mind.
Since his arrest, he has pleaded not guilty to the charges. E! News has reached out to the office of the
but has not heard back.
U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York for comment and has not yet heard back.
I'm waiting for the day that they hear back.
Combs' attorneys have declined to comment. During the September 17th hearing after Combs' arrest, U.S. Assistant Attorney Emily Johnson cited a 2016 video that was released this May in which she said the Bad Boy Records founder assaulted an unnamed victim. Johnson argued that the incident and what she referred to as the subsequent disappearance of the footage was critical to understanding both the physical danger of the defendant and the obstruction efforts that he goes to. She claims that Combs directed his staff to contact the hotel security staff in an apparent effort to obtain the surveillance video that recorded every moment of that assault, and that the video then disappeared, which she said was not a coincidence. In May, a 2016 video of Combs physically assaulting his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura was published by CNN. The incident matched the description that Ventura, who dated Combs on and off for 10 years until 2018, detailed in her November 2023 civil lawsuit, in which she accused him of rape and abuse. Combs denied the accusations at the time and settled one day after it was filed, without an admission of wrongdoing by the music producer. He addressed the video days after the LA District Attorney's Office announced charges couldn't be filed against him due to California's statute of limitations.
Yeah, that sucks. 856-49-HOPPY. And then there's this. Cancer hits very much home to me because I lost my uncle, who was my godfather, and my dad to it. So this headline right here is very interesting.
How dare you, you little vile piece of say my daughter would lie about something like that.
Bad Baby's mom is coming to her defense. A day after the rapper, whose real name is Danielle Bergoli, caused concern online telling fans that she was taking, quote, cancer medication, the 21-year-old's mother, Barbara Bergoli, is clapping back at critics. Barbara takes to her Instagram November 8th to respond to critics who accused her daughter of pulling a publicity stunt.
Yeah. This makes me wonder if it is, because if it is, she's in a little bit of trouble.
How dare you, you little vile piece of say my daughter would lie about something like that.
Barbara, who rose to internet fame alongside her daughter on a now infamous 2016 episode of Dr. Phil, then issues a message directly to the haters.
How dare you, and I pray to God one of your children never get cancer, okay? I've had it twice, all right? How dare you say my daughter's faking this, you vile piece of no good, okay? God don't like ugly.
Alrighty. I can see where Cash Me Outside gets her swearing from.
You need to remember that.
This message comes just one day after Danielle got candid about her health, while responding to comments about her recent weight loss. The mom, who welcomed her first child, a daughter named Callie, back in March with boyfriend Levon, replied to comments about her change in appearance, writing in a November 7th IG story, "I'm sorry, my cancer medicine made me lose weight." And it appears the singer didn't want her fans to worry, going on to say, "I'm slowly gaining it back, so stop running with the worst narratives." However, Danielle did not give any further details on her current condition. E! News has reached out to her rep for comment,
but has not heard back.
But hasn't yet heard back.
856-49-HOPPY. And then there's this headline right here, which is gross.
The Archbishop of Canterbury, the global head of the Church of England, is resigning. Justin Welby says he's stepping down in sorrow after an investigation found he consistently mishandled physical and sexual abuse claims at Christian summer camps.
So weird, like the whole idea of being a pedophile and that, like you're burning in hell, you're gross. And why is it always in churches?
The alleged victims include more than 100 boys over 5 decades. Let's go to ABC's Patrick Reevell in London for more. Patrick, what's the latest here?
Hi, Dan. Yeah, as you say, the Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, has announced that he is stepping down today. The Archbishop said that he would resign amid intense pressure following this damning report that was published a week ago that said that he had failed to ensure a proper investigation of abuse by a serial abuser at Christian summer camps back in the 70s and 80s. And this report basically found that a prominent lawyer called John Smith had been brutally abusing boys in these summer camps, and that the church had through its response over the years, effectively failed to provide any meaningful response, and that had amounted to a cover-up. Now, Justin Welby took office as Archbishop in 2013, and the report found that he had also failed to take adequate responses. It said that,
man, British accents always sound so smart.
If he had gone to the police and reported the abuse at the time, perhaps that could have led to a real investigation and perhaps even a conviction of Smith. And so today we've heard from the Archbishop in a statement saying that he is resigning, saying that he must take personal and institutional responsibility for the period between 2013 and 2024, saying that it was clearly a re-traumatizing period.
All right. I always say, if you are a pedophile, this should be your outcome. The electric chair. Bye, bitch. Because you forever ruin the kids, and that is what you're into. And unfortunately, there's no fixing it. Just being honest. All right, we're going to take a quick break and then wrap up the show. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. This show is for the hard-working average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you live in the U.S. or the U.K. As long as you're listening to my show, that's all that matters. I can't believe I've been doing this show for 3 hours, almost 3 minutes. Here's the deal. If you want to hear more of my show, search HOPPE Radio on all platforms and follow me on TikTok at Ryan Hoppe Radio. We will be right back on Hoppe Hour, and we'll wrap it up after this. Hang on!
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Go, 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 go.
Nigga, I'm just playing with you. My hood ain't Beverly Hills now. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. Right. My hood ain't Beverly Hills now. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. Right. On the block, bang bang boogie. I'm the candy man with a bag full of goodies. Oh, but these ain't for the children. These for them smokers behind the building. Damn, getting money is a hell of a feeling. If you ain't stacking chips, what's the point of dealing? You don't hear me cry about dollars. If it's money in the street, then it's money in my wallet. They say it's all about the money and the power. So cop the weed and a whole lot of powder. You made it in a week, and I made it in an hour. I roll with killers and you roll with cowards. Dark City is dangerous, and it ain't too many niggas that's scared to bust. But niggas know they can't play with us, and them out-of-towners know they can't slang with us. Cause my hood ain't Beverly Hills now. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. Right. My hood ain't Beverly Hills now. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal.
In my hood, they get it crackin', homie. So gats is on me. Hood version of Axel Foley. Round the way, them cats is hungry. They bust clips and they don't fuck with the rats or police. Don't act like you Bammers know me. You're wrong. We can't get along like Shaq and Kobe. All I do is sit back and blow trees. So you know my 4 favorite words is acid, drove, please. This youngins running with a rack of OGs. It's a cold world, so we have to hold heat. Keep talking, I'll leave your ass with no teeth. Had you running home like that bastard told me. Why shoot you, my man, to clap you for me? Had your shirt looking like you spilled ravioli. Got a problem? Man, I'll smash the whole beef and make it to the hood right back in one piece. Cause
my hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. Right. My hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. Right. See, I'm an alley cat, avoid hood rats. A one-track man, homie, making that paper stack. You disrespect anyway and get your head cracked. And after the yellow tape gone, homie, I'm right back. See, in my hood, we cook that cocaine proper. At the table, man, on cutting dope like a doctor. Old heads work the handguns while youngers work choppers. The girl getting money, why the hell you won't stop her, huh? I bet not catch her talking to coppers. Cause if I do my hood hot and I'm a hood hopper, I'm uptown now on First and T. Got the coke on the one-way and the dope in the alley. Hanging with youngers that kill like they from Cali. They natural born with it, they like Mickey and Mallory. I don't hate them, I just put them on salary. Tell them murk any clown in the club that smile at me. Cause my hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. Right. My hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. Right.
All right, before we get back, let's play the greatest radio commercial of all time. Right here.
If you've ever wanted to design your own ring, there's only one place to go.
That's Jared.
At Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry, it's easy to create a ring that's yours and yours alone. First, choose from hundreds of beautiful settings. Then select from thousands of loose diamonds, including the spectacular Leo Artisan Diamond, independently certified to be visibly brighter and available exclusively at Jared.
It can only be Jared.
Find a Jared store or shop anytime at jared.com.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
The voice you can't ignore and the energy you didn't know you needed. Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe is back.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Tune in for the thrill top of the power. It's the Ryan Hoppe with the hour. Celebrity tales and wild confessions. Reminding obsessions, no need for lessons.
Oh, sure.
Sex tales full like champagne showers. Rocking the mic with relentless power. 2,000 champs fill the airwaves. Turn it up loud, let's misbehave. It's the Hoppe Hour, tearing through the night. Gossip tales that cut like a knife. Get down, folks, we're hitting high gear. Ryan's got the buzz, so lend an ear.
856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. LeBron James said he had a dream playing for Duke, which turned into a concert featuring Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. I guess LeBron James woke up and just wanted to lie. Also, Anthony Edwards already has a kid and he got a girl to get an abortion. And Aisha Howard insists Anthony Edwards of the Minnesota Timberwolves is the biological father of her baby despite petition for paternity test. Anthony Edwards definitely doesn't know how to pull out. NFL Game Day Morning will regularly feature Lil Wayne as a guest. Man, I didn't even know Lil Wayne could complete sentences, and I'm sure he'll have little digs on there about not being invited to the Super Bowl. Lil Wayne is good when you listen on Spotify, but in real life, he's a little annoying. All right. And finally, Tekashi 6ix9ine says he's not in the same prison as Diddy, but solitary confinement still sucks. Tekashi 6ix9ine may be holed up in the same MDC tombs as Diddy, but that doesn't mean they're dishing out the same music, industry gossip. They're in totally separate areas. So he's in the same prison, but not the same prison area. Despite the confinement, 6ix9ine's lawyer says he is not happy being locked up, but he is happy about being one step closer to home. At Tuesday's hearing, we're told Tekashi pleaded guilty to several violations of his supervised release, including going to Las Vegas without permission, failing to take a drug test when required, failing a drug test and traveling to Central Florida without permission, and not being truthful with his probation officer about unauthorized trips. The dude literally was on probation. He literally was on, oh my God, everything's ending right now. He literally is on probation, and he's like, how can I screw it up? But it's almost like when you're a moron like Tekashi 6ix9ine, you're going to do moronic things.
Tick-tock, clock's a joker playing cruel pranks. Hoppe's hour almost done, feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, dropping wisdom in streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Phone lines buzzing, but the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Like clockwork to a show, now it's time to face the silence like a TV on snow. Ryan Hoppe held the mic with humor so divine, the void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speaker, silent vibe coming to an end, like a rollercoaster stopping round the river's bend. Hoppe's jokes and jabs, these are daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Hoppe Hour is now over.
Hoppe Hour is now over.